boy, Panda's back. Man.
Hello there, Miss Arbor.
Huh? Hi.
Nice to see you again.
You too. I'm a miss now.
Oh, we're having some. Oh, curry. Ah, it's a conversation.
Okay,
I like.
alright. Okay, yeah, like, what kind of curry do you like eating?
Strange ones here.
I like mine with a bit of spice in them.
I have
Well,
natural
yeah, like, that's the whole point of curry, isn't it?
Hello.
Where have you
No,
been?
there are the curry
Uh,
you tried that are more
pretty alright.
spicy, some of them are
Look at
actually
my
a
hair.
bit more
This is what you
flavor.
get
Alright.
when you
Some
fully
just had
flow
carrots in
as a
them.
Do I-
your whole life.
Yeah, carrots.
I don't get my hair back.
Dylan, help me out here.
Okay,
And I
the
didn't
reason
want
we
to
are
cheat
making a
and ask
curry
you.
with
I don't know. Do I know them?
Yeah.
peanut butter.
That's my
The
grandpa.
only hair I have is down there and it's cushioned.
I was talking about the kid.
What?
I was-
That's Joe.
Oh, do I know them?
Like
Sure.
some kind
One
of
thing
spice
about
in
keeping
there.
our
I think so, yeah.
It was really nice. It was
I don't know to what
really
extent,
creamy
though.
and
There's
thick.
silver linings to
Like,
everything.
like,
As a heads up,
You're the
those
bits.
are my grandparents. They are very
like peanut
eccentric.
butter.
I'm sorry ahead of time.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing?
Good. Oh.
No,
I mean,
it's
you're
just
pretty
they,
eccentric too, so.
They're a lot more eccentric.
Oh, okay. Should I,
Yeah.
to be worried?
Come on.
No, it's just a heads up so you're not startled.
As my wife
What kind of
cheats
curry?
and looks 40.
Japanese?
I'm gonna go find Saya real quick.
Okay. I don't think I've actually had Japanese curry. Or at least I
Oh,
don't think
looks
I
so.
remember having it.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
Not as spicy
I
as
mean-
Indian.
Yeah, no, but that's the
What do you
thing.
do for your young
Indian
baby?
curry's like, it has the
Exactly.
spice. It has bite to it. It's like, it's you. I mean, like, yes, your tongue might be on fire a little bit. But
Wolf
it's
dear, thank you
good.
so much for the
It's
sub.
the good
Woo.
on fire, unless it's like really
Choo
strong.
choo.
then,
Thank you guys for the hype dream
you're
stuffs.
suffering
You guys are
for the
fucking
next day
awesome.
after.
Trip him and
Um,
get the bruise and he'd keel over.
But thanks, really.
But yeah, just like I like the Indian
tempted
curries.
to.
No.
It's
I
good
never
stuff.
really got into so
Oh, I
much
would
trouble.
never.
Everyone's got their preference.
We
Oh,
don't
I
have to
don't get
kick
my
that
kid.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Hey, Luke.
I like it.
Yo.
I like Indian curry, and everyone else has terrible taste, so it's fine.
Yes, everyone else tastes terrible.
What?
Yeah, look, I'm just saying,
Everyone
like,
else?
in case you've tried eating anyone else, they don't taste that great. You need to put some seasoning on them.
I'm pretty sure it was a joke. Like
Oh.
80% sure.
Didn't tell your friend.
It's
Okay.
a joke.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes, so
I don't make it a habit of consuming sapient species. Good policy.
Yeah,
what
I think most
what about
people would prefer
sentient
that.
Potatoes.
What?
Generally not.
Do you guys
Potato-
want some
Potatoes
curry?
become.
But
And
if
then-
you had to, oh,
I'm good.
yes, please.
With a little help.
Sure.
Curry? Want-
I'll take some, sure.
Do you want some curry?
I walked in.
Would
Anyways, how you
eat a
been?
Sentient potato. Is that a yes or
I've
no?
been pretty good. Can't complain too heavily.
Not the division.
That's good.
We do it both at the same time.
Just vibing,
The
doing,
Mojave.
training, meditating, whatever.
Meditating's good.
Magic, and then these people don't
Meditating is good.
Didn't you turn that room into a strip club?
By the way, I did feel you poking me with the bamboo.
What?
Oh, I thought so. Yeah, no, I was just thinking, were you like really deep in meditation or something? And it's like,
Charlie,
no, I just wanted to make sure.
girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, I did vaguely feel the pokes, so not as deep as I could have been, but
Okay, well then clearly your meditation is working, being that you were. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not like completely effective because you still felt it, but if you were like
What?
able to clear your mind, even while being poked, You're doing a good job.
One more.
Okay. So.
Right.
So yes, congratulations, you
changed
passed
again.
the test.
Arm, alright, arm over your eyes.
Thank you. I suppose I'll take that.
If you need me to poke you, like poke you while you're
Whoa.
meditating,
You-
anytime.
okay?
I'll do it. I'll do it
Yeah, my
whenever.
feet are somehow not working.
If I do this in the
I'm
morning,
upset
Should
at them.
probably get that looked at.
I have been looking at
technically
the
a-
doctor for about a week.
Oh, I'm not really a doctor. I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would do it.
can it fix broken knees that have been damaged over a long
Luke, are
period
you
of
in
time
there?
that have to keep moving?
When?
Hmm.
Can I do that as
It's
a
gonna
thank
take
you
a
for the
season.
curry?
Wait, are you a vampire?
I think that's more long-term care.
Fair enough. Actually, no, never mind. I was actually just gonna say goodbye and have a good night.
Granddaughter.
Are you a vampire? No offense if you are.
No.
Your grandmother and
Oh, I don't know. I just heard you say something about being like really old and like dying and then like making them work anyways. And then...
No, just breaking
No,
my
no,
knees
he said-
and having them heal deformedly over time.
Oh.
So they weren't set properly.
Yes, and I'm hoping to actually get surgeries to help fix that.
People take each other.
Yeah, so that's long-term care.
That's how I say things. You guys say it all
Yep.
the time.
See? The
But
ninja
y'all have a good night, though.
Yep, you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
You too. See ya, I guess.
How do you do that?
All right. See ya.
I'll be
appreciate
listening in just a
Do
moment.
you guys want your food? I'm cutting up
I need
plates
to
for
treat
everyone.
somebody.
His name escapes me.
Bend down, get low.
I think
I think
that's Tanner. I think.
Did you hear that?
Here,
What was
here,
that?
Here, 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 here.
I think that was his back again.
Oh.
Hot water, hot water, hot water, hot water, hot water.
I'm not a chiropractor. I can't help this.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, no, that's outside of my expertise as well.
I can't fix it. Can't fix old.
Okay.
Like once you get old, I just can't fix it anymore.
Move your ass.
So yeah, most people have been trying to fix old. It hasn't worked out for them too well. Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, they usually end up a lich, a like some sort of like heavily degraded immortal being, in something else that like
I've heard about liches,
is
but I
not
don't know
that-
much about them. I know they're like bad. I'm gonna put a like a big question mark behind that one because I don't know. I've never met one.
I'm going to go.
Only heard.
same thing, like same here. Yeah, like the stories put them in
He's
a light, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
there you go.
Thank you.
Where did Joe disappear to?
Wait. Do we have cutlery? Or
Who?
am
Yes.
I just
Was
going
that the
to
other
go
guy with the
straight-
the coat
Okay,
and the
alright,
lack
sure.
of shirt?
Small guy with the.
Oh, the
Small guy with
child.
ponytail and the hat. Yes, there's cutlery there already. So you guys
I
are
don't
dealing.
think he's a child.
Drive the ship.
And
I don't think
know,
so.
good
What?
question.
Oh, I don't drive this.
Yeah, Joe isn't an actual child.
That.
What does he look like? A
Apparently,
toddler?
something about like a
Dragons.
patron of-
It's
patron
dragons.
decided to play.
In a ship.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
something.
You can't just say
something
it's dragons and expect that to explain it, Panda Man.
No, I
When
think a
you've been
patron
around
decided.
where I've been around. It's.
I've been around too, and I don't know why is dragon an
Just-
explanation? Do dragons do that? Are dragons toddlers? Do they take the form of toddlers? That'd be weird.
I-
Why would they do
From-
that?
Actually,
from-
no, I think I've seen some. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think I have seen some.
Because that's how genetics work.
Seen a dragon?
I think there's like. Yeah, like, wasn't there supposed to be like one called Carl or something? I don't know.
Cornrow? Okay.
Okay, yeah, no.
From what I remember, I think it's a
Dragon named
patron of his
Cornrow.
decided. I think a patron of his decided to play a trick on him and like change his body.
Oh.
I killed him
Oh.
and became a parrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when
Got
he was
it.
like a dragon.
I don't got it.
Like when
What?
he was also a dragon and he had a ridiculously long neck. He looked like a giraffe.
I didn't see him in that form. I saw him when he was humanoid dragon.
What?
Like
Yeah,
mostly
the-
humanoid, and then
No, okay, like literally his head went from here to like up there.
That just sounds kind of gross.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I know. And this is why I say just dragons. Don't worry about it.
I mean, now I'm just really concerned.
Yeah, you me both.
Wait, what man are you making fat?
No, man. No.
Oh, Fable can't get
Make
fat.
him
Is
big
the
and
Why not?
Oh,
is the old guy okay?
he's made out
And
of
he didn't like
iron.
break his
He's
back,
not-
did he?
He's not
Free.
human. Not human.
like Iron Man.
He
I think
probably
he just
don't know.
cracked it, and apparently his wife's fairly good at putting it back.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I could. Wait. No, if I crack my back, then I have problems and I have to be put back together. He cracks his back. I thought like, cracking was like, you know, like you pop the bones and you get the air out and it feels good.
You know what? Honestly, I love
Like when people crack their knuckles.
Yes.
Or their neck.
I think they're great.
Yeah, but I think back is another story. Like, I think you need, if you do it in a wrong way, like, yes, it gets all the air out, but then, like,
No.
Was it tasty?
Yeah? Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
like-
audible.
Well, okay, it's okay, yes, but it's also free, so you know, I'm not going to complain.
I mean, I guess, but it's like very audible.
If I complained, then it would make me seem ungrateful, and I don't want to seem ungrateful. It's good food.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, like okay. I mean, I don't
Cool.
know how much by way. Do you? Question: do you eat food?
Yeah, I really like
Occasionally.
Occasionally, it's not a necessity.
Very
you just do
rarely.
it for pleasantries. Is that
Yeah.
where it is?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It didn't make me want to go up and die. In fact, it was very pleasant. So I'm very satisfied with it. So you know,
No, I'm not trying to get rid of
culling
you.
up and
I'm
dying
not
is
trying to
a very
you.
frequent issue that organics have. Isn't that right?
What? Oh, hi.
this isn't gonna be today.
What's the matter, honey?
This is probably gonna be the best.
Do not stare at
What am I looking at?
It is a lady.
I said hello.
We're finding entertainment in this.
Yes.
You could not hear me.
Very.
Greetings.
Hello.
Nice.
What?
I had a hell of a day.
this is Arbor.
Hello?
This is right up there with that day that
Mitam
Arbor.
Arbor Soleil.
pranked everybody.
Oh.
Come here.
I was not anything there.
Huh?
Well, they're gonna be up here for a while, so.
Okay. Konnichiwa. Shibere. Gecko. Yes.
I'm sorry?
That is my name.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Konnichiwa.
Yes.
They're Dylan's
You live
grandparents.
here?
I heard.
On the spaceship. You live here.
I do. I
Thank you.
live and work here. He does too. Where did he go?
Oh.
He does.
Oh. So it is like a hostel. It's like a hostel.
This is people that work here live up here too.
Yeah, I'm
So
like a
a
nurse
hostel.
on call sort
They
of
pay
deal.
to live here. Oh.
Yeah. Nice to meet the both of you.
Yeah, you've been friends long? Yes.
With Dylan? Relatively, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've known her for a handful of months now.
Hey, Panda.
Oh,
It is very nice.
Good to see you.
Very good.
yeah. How are you
Oh.
doing?
Wait, what?
I'm doing alright. How are you?
All right. Had some curry. It was pretty good.
Pretty
I haven't
good.
had any yet.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's an understatement. It was fantastic.
Okay, that's
Dylan, what?
Okay, there we go. I'm glad that's
I'm
established.
so
this.
confused.
Good. You get to
I'll take some of that curry.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Accent.
Here,
Panda.
I'll get you some.
Very
Yes, hi.
familiar. Very
Um,
familiar.
What do you mean?
I'm a pirate.
So you're looking pretty good for somebody who nearly died.
Pirate?
Comes from specific place.
To be fair,
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The suit does a lot.
Pirate?
Oh shit,
Suit?
Panda, you're a
No,
pirate. You know?
pilot. Pilot.
No,
Suit.
pirate.
Oh, pilot.
Like flying
I-
airplane.
I am getting very sleepy.
Not
Suits are cool.
sure.
CP.
I've always wanted to wear one.
Yep.
They're pretty nice. They look good.
Wait, what? I sound like a.
You want a suit?
You.
No, you packed
Have you ever flown
I mean, not right
I
now.
want to.
I mean, I don't really have any like fancy events to go to for that sort of thing. I don't know.
On the serious business, you should get sleep.
I don't
I
know.
feel
You're just
like- are we on the
looking
same page
generally
when I say
very
suit?
healthy for someone who like a week ago, I think. Yeah, like a week ago was like we got a call and you were like, yeah, I'm okay, but
If
ow,
anything happens to this man,
I'm in
I
a-
will take their
I'm in
kneecaps.
in medical care. Don't worry about me.
To be fair,
Kneecaps or
my fiance is
The,
very
the
good at
person
medical.
that did something to you.
Oh, I've heard about her. She seems nice, I guess.
Oh, I see. Well,
I haven't
Yes,
met her,
we're about
she's
to
very-
happen, and
but
then
seems
we
very
can-
kind.
I would have liked to see them
Cool.
try and take my
I don't
kneecaps.
remember her name.
Okay.
What was it?
Ma.
That's right, because it's like a mouth.
How does one even steal kneecaps?
I do unspeakable things to those who try to
Yes.
take
She is
my kneecaps.
very nice, very intelligent, very well spoken.
Oh,
Only
Cool.
specifically your kneecap?
those are always cool people to meet.
Yes.
Does she come here
I think he
often?
got something different for his elbow.
Gotcha.
Not very often. She usually mostly comes through when she needs to drop Juniper by.
Gotcha. Like,
Juniper is blue, pointy legs.
good.
Got it. Okay.
Sorry, what's a go-to?
You don't really want to know what
think I've
happens
seen her,
if
like,
someone tries to take his nose.
Twice? 2 or 3 times?
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I think
maybe
3
that.
times.
Would you like me to tell you
She's
the
very
story
sweet.
of the time?
She's
it was a long
your
time
kid,
ago?
right?
you.
My
Not
boss.
Yes.
the boss lady.
Sounds like an amazing story.
She's also the
Please
boss lady.
Enlighten us. I will tell you.
But you're not.
So.
Ma is your
I was going home
partner?
after my airplane
Yes.
Got it.
Small field. And only a couple cars were in the parking lot.
You seem confused.
That is when I saw him.
I am. Mostly because the whole, like, I thought, like, people usually make babies, like,
Leon.
together?
Yes.
But I'm divorced, maybe? Heard
Oh
of
no,
that?
we were never married.
Oh,
He was there. I saw him.
Dude.
And he knocked my stars
oh.
out. But don't worry.
Okay.
And to be fair,
I knocked
AIs
his
are not
head
made the same way as humans or other organic beings.
because he tried to
They're
swallow
not.
my nose.
no.
I mean, I
No
guess.
one has seen him since. Because he went to the hospital and left the country.
That does make sense. Okay. I'm still getting used to this.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
But in the same lane.
Amazing.
And I went and visited his house and almost killed him.
We are co-creators in
Oh,
that
okay.
respect.
Oh, hello.
I started with his kneecaps and busted them in. And then I got fired for assault and then went to court and then spent 6 months in prison.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Exactly.
Oh, hello. What? Hello.
My thoughts exactly.
Violence
Okay.
is never the way. I have never been
Except when it
violent
is.
since that day. Ever.
Except when
There's always a better solution, I find.
there's not.
Sadly, so many young people are prone to seeking the quickest answer. And that is
Or just that means to stop
violence. Well, it's quick to solve.
spooky monsters from killing people.
Those who are quick to anger will
This is true.
I'm not a young person
lead
though.
to a quick death.
Is it selective?
Not to mention
Secret
violence.
Yeah, but I mean, you always look great for
problems
your
in the future.
I
I mean, look, okay.
Well,
Thank you.
It's not
I've-
necessarily true.
Need to
haven't aged a day.
not be super-
Literally.
Back in the wars,
I don't
hundreds
know.
and hundreds of
I
years
think
ago,
I used to be violent. I'm not violent anymore.
Japan
Well,
lost,
then you're
you see.
good. Then you're good.
However,
Surely.
From
I make a
losing,
lot of shitty
we gained
mistakes.
insight,
Well, yeah,
knowledge,
there you go.
into
Congratulations.
being
So
more
is,
appropriate
so many other people.
with other.
I feel like I'm learning so much by listening to this man
So
talk.
now,
Is you adapt, you
we live in
learn,
peace
and you move on.
and
Just seems very wise. I don't know what it is. It's
Well,
like
aside
it's like the way he talks, maybe.
he doesn't
Maybe.
like me
Yeah, like
very
it's like
much.
you can't help but think he's like he just knows.
I'm not deaf.
We didn't assume that you weren't.
I
It was a
know
compliment, mind you.
everything. Oh, of course. I
Really?
know. Hello.
Okay, sure.
Where
I'll
is
test
my
this
best
out.
friend?
Sir?
Yeah, went to sleep. Yeah, she was.
Oh,
Is
that's
he a
a good
genie?
question. Maybe.
I've heard genies can tell you anything. I had like a genie lamp
Possibly.
once.
Alright.
It was like in my
Let's
hand.
test the theory.
Good seeing you, Panda.
I think they think
And then I found out later that it like grants wishes and stuff if you like rub on it.
I haven't seen you
Yeah.
recently.
Whoa. Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen you too recently.
I almost got buried,
Yeah, it is good.
like trying to get it.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Busy
Is. I was gonna talk to her.
Saya,
I have
I
no idea.
haven't seen or heard from Saya. Oh, he's got
But,
cards
alright, I'll
that are
see
doing
you.
card things.
See you.
Gigi, I'm gonna go look for Sarah.
Joe, are you doing the fortune telling thing?
Oh, we
I will
don't
accompany
Fortune
you
teller.
for your
Wait,
poker.
does he
you don't
do?
have-
I can't
Yeah, you can stay
Alright.
here.
Joe's a
I will
fortune
take
teller.
a
No, he's a dragon.
on the
Well, I guess
sofa.
those two things aren't exclusive.
Okay.
Exactly.
Fortune, my friend.
I'll come check on you later.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay.
Always test your luck.
Yeah.
See what fate holds for you.
Here he goes. The
What are you looking at?
stance of raising his arms.
Huh? Who? What?
Someone who knows everything.
I like to ask.
Where'd Dylan go? I need to ask for Grandpa is a genie.
Very polite to ask.
That's a very scary thought. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Are you Arbor?
I am. Who's asking?
My name is Emily. I was told about you from someone named T.
T.
Some shadow guy that wears a white suit.
Oh, him. Yeah. Wait, are you his friend that he said is like me?
Yeah.
Oh. So you're.
Sort of, kind of.
Well, you've
Yeah.
got some other. The horns yours?
Yeah. More
Oh.
than myself. Painfully.
Oh, you grew. Oh, you grew. Them?
Yeah, I wasn't
She's built
always
different.
like this. Yeah, I wasn't always like this. I used to think I was just a human, so
Oh.
abilities and stuff didn't really develop until I got older and
Ab-
more angrier.
abilities, are you entirely, you know, like,
Crystal.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This is
I was
also the
not
fourth,
ready for this.
most awkward conversation I've ever seen.
No, no. It's just I've not met anybody like me that's all crystal, although the horns are very different.
Yeah.
tail.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and my tail too.
Oh, you have a tail. I don't have one of those.
Not to be seen anyway.
I mean,
I will have you know I do not have a tail.
Alrighty.
stop looking
I
there.
believe you. I'm okay. I set myself up for that one. Okay.
I wasn't
You
insinuating
walked
that
right
it
into it.
was looking.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I was insinuating.
Anyways, nice to meet you. I'm Arbor, as I guess you already knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice
Arbor.
to meet you too.
Hi.
Hello.
So you said this was like a thing that developed? Were you always
Yeah.
like crystal
I
though?
was half human. I was a half breed.
Half breed, half
And,
human, half. What was the other half? If I can ask.
It was just called crystalline being. We didn't really have a name for it or anything. It's said in another language that I can't even understand.
Do you know
I
like
didn't
any
even- I didn't even
words or anything in that
notice.
language, or? Because I mean, I have
Only hello, and you're in trouble.
is hello just hello?
Something similar to that, yeah.
Okay.
Laugh at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
If I start speaking in that language, does it maybe like if I say hello, mitt namn är Arbor Soleil, does that sound like it makes sense?
Not really.
Okay. Well, that would be another. Maybe because it's like half. Do you know anybody else who is like full? You said crystalline?
Well, I know a few people that live in the realm where my father lived that are full-on crystalline. I am now, but that's because of some things that happened before, but I was originally a half-breed.
Where does your father's realm? Where is that?
I don't come here as often.
It's called the Divine Realm. Only someone like me can access it and bring people there.
Oh, maybe could you describe it maybe, or like any other people there?
People like me, people with horns, tails, wings, antlers, mostly made out of crystal. The place itself is pretty big. It's not modern. It's mostly, you know, forest, mountain areas, lots of crystals growing everywhere. Lots of trees, that have pink and blue leaves, things like that.
Okay. That just sounds very, very different from where I'm from. Not that that's a bad thing. Just wondering if perhaps we are similar. You seem vaguely similar on some regards. Do you know what crystalline structure, minerals, that sort of thing that you're composed of at all?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh.
In fact, I think the only thing that's keeping me alive right now is mana. That's all I know.
Similar. I can very much resonate with that.
I'll be right back.
Sure thing, Joe.
So it's a divine realm, like gods sort of divine stuff, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, essentially.
Got it. I don't think we are kin per se, but there do seem to be some similarities.
Mhm.
What's your dad like? Is he like wings and tail and the horns too?
About that, I actually didn't know what he was until after he died.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's fine. He kept it a secret from me. The only person in my family that knew about it was my mom.
I was referring more
And,
towards the dead part, but that too. I mean, I guess you maybe didn't know him that well, or
he didn't really talk about where he was from a lot. He, made a fake name, fake ID, fake identity, like all that jazz. Mostly because he got tired of the Divine Realm. He wanted to explore other places and other worlds, and he got so used to being outside of the world, and he loved the other worlds that he was going to, that he never wanted to go back. And then he met my mom.
what? Makes sense. Well, either way, it is nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. I haven't met anyone else similar to me either, so.
Yeah, I'm told there is one person similar to me. Doesn't have horns and that. I actually have a picture of him, which isn't weird because I've met him before. But I don't complicated memory stuff. Have you ever broken off a part of you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. And you just glue it back on?
Not necessarily. It takes an awful lot of mana for me, but like, I hate to use this as an example, but like, for example, an arm, if that got broken off during a battle, I can just concentrate and use up my mana to grow crystals out of it to form another arm.
Oh,
But
so you
it would
just
take
make
an
a
awful
new
lot of
one.
mana.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I don't-
sadly, with that much mana, I wouldn't be able to use any of my,
I don't think I can do that
well.
one.
Yeah.
Huh. But you can cast magic? Like, you said you can use mana to, like, regrow your arm. Can you do, like, other stuff, like cast spells and stuff?
Yeah, I can make crystals grow out of the ground or any other surface. I actually recently learned how to manifest crystals out of my hands to shoot at people.
Oh.
Which is something that I was never able to do until very recently.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just make weird light stuff come out of my hands sometimes. Still cool though. Huh. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't really have any other questions per se. It very much seems like we are different. Similar for sure.
Similar but different, yeah.
Yeah. I guess it was cool of T to tell you about me and vice versa.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised when he told me, and I was kind of excited, which I think led to him, carrying on messages and conversations.
Yeah, I just happened to be at the onsen a couple nights ago, and he stopped me and said, "Hey, do you mind if I introduce you to someone, or have someone come say hi?" And yeah, that's cool. I think Joe was gonna go do something. If you wanna catch up with him, I guess.
Yeah, I probably should. He's the one that brought me here, so.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we could go look for him.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. He might have headed to the garden. I think there were a bunch of people headed that way. I don't know if you've been here before, or know your way around, but this is big crazy space station thing.
I was here last night.
Oh, okay. So I probably just missed you then. I took care of some tests and stuff, and then went for a walk.
Right.
Okay.
Not even gonna ask.
Hey, oh.
Oh.
Hey, Luke. Do you know where Joe, the kid, went?
No, I was just in the garden. A lot of people there, but didn't see Joe. Don't think there's anyone in the training room, so
Okay, he kind of just left her here because he said something about doing something. He said he'd be back.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Look, I just work here.
Excuse me.
Speaking of working here, hi.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hi. Have you seen like a little kid in a cowboy hat?
No.
Okay.
Oh. Yes. He was walking out into like the dock bay area though. I don't know where he went.
Oh. But he didn't just like leave you here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go look for him.
Okay.
Joe? Mr. Card Dude? Dragon thing? You out here?
Hey, Boomer, where the fuck you at?
Oh.
Oh, that one didn't work.
But
That one
Boomer?
usually does.
Oh.
He's 98, 99, I don't know, lost count. He just
Oh.
looks like a kid.
Yeah, I heard he had like a really long neck at one point. Is that
When
like
he was a dragon, yeah.
when he is he
it's
still a
complicated.
dragon or?
He's currently kidnapped. The body that we see him in is literally just a vessel for another part of his soul. Yeah, I know.
What? Wait,
Yeah,
so he
I don't understand.
kidnapped
Yeah.
a body?
He
Like
got
a
kidnapped
kid's
and
body?
apparently-
Or he got
Well,
kidnapped?
No.
Because he's a kid.
He got kidnapped.
Okay, and
He got kidnapped
turned into a
and,
child because he was kidnapped? I'm really confused.
Keeps other parts of his soul as backup, quote unquote. And apparently he used to be a synthetic, and then he got Pinocchio'd and turned into a real boy. At least that's the story I've heard. I don't understand it either.
What?
I don't understand it either.
Okay. I'm gonna just stop asking questions at this point. Yeah, I guess hopefully he didn't just like leave you here. I don't know if you know how to get home. But I guess if you want to hang out
pretty good
around
idea.
here, I just work here and sort of live here, so
Yeah, I already know where to go and where not to go, so.
Oh, good, because I have no idea either. Or, well, actually, you know, but I'm half clueless. I just work here.
Right. Hi again.
Hello again. Bye. Actually, I'm just about to head off. So.
Oh, okay. Good to see you again, Luke. I'll
see you
let you
again.
know. I mean, I guess there hasn't really been any emergencies, and we're all stocked up again, so. Eh.
This is a good thing, but yeah, if you do need me, feel free to give me a ring.
Of course. We'll give you a call. See ya. Take care.
See ya. Yep.
Yeah, we're like medical staff sort of people. So.
Ah, Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm like a nurse, I guess. I don't know. It's complicated. Technically not, because education wasn't exactly finished, so I probably shouldn't say that. I am qualified and good at what I do.
I'm not. I'm not gonna question it.
I just, had an accident. Somebody put me back together.
Well, I'm guessing with all the shit that's been happening in Zafira, you guys have been busy.
Sort of, yeah. A couple of people came in. The whole mass scale war that happened at the mountain thing happened, and we were helping out a little bit. We were really busy, because we had to load up shuttles and organize medical supplies and all that sort of thing. So it was kind of, iffy. But otherwise, it was okay. I mean, we weren't doing like a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I almost got involved with it, but
Okay.
duty called. I couldn't go.
I mean, war's really not something most people should go looking for. It's usually not fun, and not advisable for one's well-being and mental health.
Yeah, no, and I already know that. It's practically my job anyway. I fight.
Oh.
I defend, so.
Is it like
Used to it.
like you're in an army or like an organization sort of thing, or?
I'm one of the guardians of the realm itself.
Oh.
I basically do what the creators of the world can't do, or don't wish to do. They don't want to get their hands dirty.
Oh. Okay. Cool. A lot to take in there. So like you've been doing this for a while, or since the whole crystal thing happened, or?
I fully became this about a year ago, so.
So you're kind of like new to the job, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, have you got like someone teaching you how to do all this, or is it like?
Senior Guardian is teaching me. He's my tutor right now, so showing me how to fight, how to harness my abilities, things like that.
Oh, well, that's good at least. Having a good teacher is always important.
But I used to be in a mercenary group before I became this, so I'm not really all that new to fighting, really.
That makes sense. I guess, yeah. I never really did much of that kind of thing. I got partway through school as far as I can remember, and then stuff happened, I guess. I don't know. It's complicated.
Right.
So. This hallway is really long. It's kind of sucks. I don't know why it's so long.
Yeah, that's what Joe warned me about yesterday.
Yeah, it's like really long. I don't know why. I think whoever made this place, I think it might have been our boss. I don't know why she did this. It seems like a terrible idea. But maybe there's a reason. Probably. I don't know. She's like a robot person, so it's kind of, I don't know, maybe there's some robot reason, or not robot, I've been told that's considered rude. Synthetic person.
Yeah, I've been told about that too.
Yeah, I don't fully understand any of it. Kind kind of new to the whole computer person thing. Hey, Dylan.
Hi. I was just explaining to them. I was just explaining to
I
them
see.
what happened today.
That is good.
so-
Have you seen the little kid in the cowboy hat?
Joe?
Yeah.
I have not seen him running around.
Okay.
so.
Cool. Oh, there you are. All right.
Just showing
There he is.
my grandpa.
Sorry about that. I
Hi,
had to
Joe.
use the restroom.
Oh, there he
Oh, you're
is.
fine.
I found him.
Yes.
Hi,
As
Joe,
long
good
as
to see
there
ya.
wasn't some kind of like cathedral-wide announcement of attention everyone, we have a code Adam missing child.
I mean,
Well,
I don't know
well,
who
Joe,
Adam
please
is, but maybe.
oh, please no. I'm not exactly too sure why the code for missing child is called code Adam.
I don't
Oh wait, it's not a person. It's like a command sort
It's
of
a
code.
phrase.
Got it.
Essentially.
Kind of like code
Got
red,
it.
except with a name instead of a color.
Cool. Cool.
Though I still don't
In any
understand
case. Yeah, well,
It's
in any case.
yeah. I was just looking around, and she said she already knew, and we didn't know where you were, and so we were gonna go wander and
Yes, I just
see who all
went
was
to the
this way.
restroom. Terribly sorry.
Actually, it kind of looks a little empty. I don't see anybody. I don't know. It's a nice place to relax. Oh, actually, no, there's people in the tree. Oh, it's Isaiah and Saya. Maybe someone else. It's very, very dark.
Indeed.
Well, he had black hair, black wings.
Oh, there's a okay, that's a person. There are multiple people over here. See, you all glow, but from behind he doesn't.
Speaking of someone who kind of glows.
I don't glow. Well, sometimes I glow, but not right now.
You're sparkly.
I sparkle, but that's because I'm a rock.
Yeah, I know.
So she sparkles in light.
Thank you, Arbor.
Actually, not all rocks sparkle, but that's the thing. Can we like walk up here?
She
I'm
sparkles.
not actually try to like.
I think most.
Oh, there's another person here. Hi. You are like well disguised.
Yep, there you
Yeah,
go.
it's kind of my job.
So,
To be
what was it like?
a disguised guy?
Bush Jitsu. This is where Ion pretends to be a bush.
But refreshing.
Highly effective.
No, it's where the bush pretends
You
to be.
are not alone.
Oh.
Wow. It's not doing a very good job.
It was nice, really.
Reasonable.
It needs a jacket.
Got the green part though. Got the green part.
Yeah, like a little bit. Okay.
I don't know. Hi, Zaya.
Okay.
You doing alright?
I could like tell it was you because
Now
I could
that's
see your
sparkle.
your glowing eyes and your glowy jacket. Why does your jacket glow?
If I take
Okay.
It's a
Something
physical
not even my
manifestation of
step-
her future.
Oh my god.
Oh, I get it.
You're right on that Ion.
You are a beacon in the darkness. A sign of hope in dark times.
I'm gonna
Please,
just.
I'm the sign of hope.
God, that was the cheesiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I'm not
Yeah, I mean, it
some
was
sign
kinda-
of hope. I'm usually the sign of destruction.
I mean,
Are
if
you,
want
though?
Super cheesy. I could pull out lines from the supervillain handbook.
Fire magic.
Please do.
Destruction.
I mean, not all fire has to be purely destructive. I mean, when used correctly, I mean, you can light
No.
fires that let people cook, which lets people
Yeah,
make
or
things.
see.
Make your
Or
Or
they,
see,
you know,
yeah.
incense and
I
candles,
like
and They
seeing.
smell nice. Campfires are relaxing, and they make s'mores.
True, and yeah,
Man, it's been
it's
a
just
hot
usually
second
people
since I've had a
associate.
s'more.
That actually sounds nice. Oh God, going camping. Going camping actually is what I miss.
Team camping trip. Let's go, clap.
Yes. We had a beach day. Let's go camping now.
That'd be fun. Pitch a tent. Tell spoopy stories.
Just
You guys talk about that like it's like unusual.
it's actually
Do people
fun.
just not do that at all?
Like
Like
it- what's-
ever? I mean, I guess I haven't really
like
seen
what's
They
anybody
don't
do that.
do it much.
Camping,
don't
being
do
out
it
in a
much at
tent in the
all.
Camping?
in a
It's
woods.
not that common.
Oh,
I mean, some people do it a lot. Most don't. Most people live in a house.
I like going
nowadays.
fishing.
Dylan, did
Fishing's
you
good.
change all of your clothes?
Yeah, I was wearing the other stuff for like past 2 days.
Oh,
Ew.
Without washing.
is that like it's?
Well, that.
I
No wonder I smelled a little stinky.
wow,
Sorry, Dylan's.
wow, Saya.
Alright, you know what?
Look, I'll tell you that I couldn't smell you, and I have a very sensitive
She
nose.
shoots fire at me anyway, so.
Wait,
Are you
Dylan,
gonna
wait.
insult me too? Are you gonna insult me too?
No, actually.
No, when I was joking too.
Your hair smells like strawberry shampoo. I can smell it from here. It's nice.
Thank you.
That's-
Yes,
Yours
we
doesn't.
do.
Yours smells like
my company
rocks.
around here.
Probably smells like rock polish.
Dylan, you realize
Yeah.
You are a
I enjoy your
great
company every
person,
time
I don't
you
know if
come
it's a good or a
around.
bad smell. It smells dangerous. like it shouldn't be touching a body.
Dylan is the barrier of hope.
I mean, yeah, it's probably not something most people expect to smell, but I mean, I like to try and keep it polished.
Jesus Christ, why?
Oh my God, he's
I
jumping down out of the thing, and now he's back. Hi.
I don't think Jesus is gonna come here and say hi to us, whether you call his name or not.
Who?
What?
Oh, no, to call
Oh,
him,
they
you
said
gotta
it.
say darkness 3 times.
What about the darkness?
It
Hello?
only works when I'm here.
Oh.
I
Kind of.
That's
my
normal.
thing.
Shadow.
I
Shadow
couldn't
person,
see it.
Shadow
It
man.
was too dark.
Shadow.
That's the point.
It
What were
looked
you
wavy.
doing?
You looked wavy. They turned all wavy.
Just shadows. Kind of my thing.
They
Oh,
look like jelly.
jellies. Are you made of jelly?
I was about to say. I mean, mine are a bit more fluid, so yeah, that'll give that effect.
Ah.
He is darkness. He is
So
the
you're a
night.
dark slime.
He is. But no, he's not Batman.
I was
Who?
about to say,
He
I
is
will fucking throw
Batman.
something. I will fucking
He
throw
is
something.
Batman. He is Batman. What are you
Wait, he's a
talking about?
bat.
He
I'm
defends
very,
all of the
I'm
names.
very confused. What?
I don't.
Who? What? Who?
Yes, you do.
Where?
He
What?
is
I'm
one of our
lost. I'm
friends
gonna
had
just
okay, one of
stop.
our friends had called him one day
Stop.
Batman, and it's just
What?
stuck with
That's up.
me for a while because it's still.
Oh, I
How
thought you said
people-
stop, and I was like, what am I doing?
Yes.
Sorry, I
See,
misheard you.
The logic
Cease,
behind
Isaiah.
it was literally the fact of I said I work.
Who's
I
Isaiah?
don't like working with others. And I'm not a
Isaac.
fan of
Isaiah.
cops. Is all I fucking said, and she's like, "Okay, Batman." I'm like, "How the fuck does
Arbor,
that
I
work?
cannot.
Batman?
I cannot believe you. Unbelievable. You forgot my name.
Possibly.
He works.
I don't know. Every time we talked, it was just Dr. Winters because you refer to someone by their.
Oh my god. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
He also,
Okay.
And you like to work alone.
Celebrates
my,
New Year's Eve with the.
I'll pull up a spot on the tree. Can you
Indeed.
scooch
I mean,
that way a little because I keep
does that
smacking my
mean
head on this
you're
branch.
more
Oh, sure.
Batman, Ion, than Sin?
Thanks.
I hope I don't break the
Oh,
tree.
here's Ion.
This is a very sturdy tree. I guess it's kind of like. I guess it's
seems
kind of like
sturdy,
it's like a
yeah.
giant like half tree. It's like a root sort of thing.
Nah, you're
Oh,
quite.
fuck, I know
You're
I
a
have to-
very light
I know I have to
lady.
fucking
Don't.
warn
don't
some of
even.
us.
I no, I'm actually.
That's what you're supposed to say to girls. I know it's not true. You're making entirely out of rock,
Are you
but
trying to get through?
Yeah.
Trying to get through?
no,
I
I
just find
understand.
it
Trust me.
funny.
I just know. Usually, going up to a girl and being like, "Damn, girl, you heavy as fuck," is usually not the way to do it. You know.
Do people? Why?
I'm sorry.
Do people do the opposite? Do
I'm
they go
sorry?
like, "Hey, damn girl, you light as fuck"?
They
Is that
might
a
say,
thing?
Wow, you look fit, and then, or they'll say, I mean, if you're gonna say something,
I mean,
like
do
that,
I
you say, "Damn,
not
girl, you
look fit? I mean, I feel like I am quite fit. Granted, I've
Well, it's
not
kind
really
of dark.
changed
I'm
much.
not sure. Granted,
I don't know.
You can say granite. Maybe say granite.
Yeah,
instead of
rock
granted, and
pun.
It's like
Yeah,
a pun. 'Cause
yeah,
you're,
yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. You need a hug today. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I feel bad about that.
You're fine.
Alright, let's start this
fine.
over. We're gonna start this conversation with a new
Not
slate.
I know. I use very.
Let's see if you remember my name this time.
You use
Perfume.
perfect condition here.
Okay. Let's see how it is.
You
Okay, go.
Very good selling soap.
Yeah, go ahead.
How have you been?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I
I believe in you.
perfume on.
My faith is starting to dwindle. It's just dwindling
I
away.
think-
It's just falling out.
Vicious.
Yay! I'm so proud of you.
Clean my pores. Cheating.
Why is everyone in the tree?
Blame it on my old age.
It's a comfy tree.
I'm an old lady and I forget
It's nice.
things.
in the tree.
What?
Okay, Gretchen.
Would you like to replace
What? Gretchen? What is?
No,
What?
no. I'm comfortable where I am.
Wait, like your grandma?
Get off my Your grandma's very snappers.
I haven't raked these leaves in months.
Oh, okay. But that wasn't told in
Bring me my dentures, Isaiah.
It's not a very like.
Is this your actual grandma that you're making fun of? Because now I'm feeling a little
I'm
bad.
funny you because you can't remember my name.
I forgot it for a moment. It's Isaac, not Isaiah. Look, I have forgotten probably everything else. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know what I do?
Yeah, no, that's terrifying.
Don't worry, don't
Terrifying.
worry, don't worry. My mother used to do
I'm
the
What?
same thing, but except with the chunk ones. So it was
Understandable.
terrifying.
Did you forget what I do as well? Like what my
You're a
profession is,
doctor.
what I do
No.
here?
And I feel
No, you
bad
deal with the robot parts because you did your eyes.
What's that?
Okay, cool. At least you remembered that.
Yeah, it's like augmentation
It's a start.
specialist.
harsh treatment.
Yeah.
He may.
Yeah, do you remember what I offered you?
But
Yes, you wanted to like help me figure out the whole arm thing.
Mom threatened
Okay,
him
cool.
with
I
with
wasn't
Furry with
completely
the
forgotten.
chonka,
That's good.
And
No.
Okay.
that
Only a little bit.
actually, I think a
Temporary lapse of me remembering your name. I only missed it by like what? 2 letters?
My grandparents. They are
Yeah, technically.
sometimes.
Oh my god.
No, they're nice.
They're nice and they're not
That's just
trying to embarrass me.
Okay,
Oh, no,
Ants,
that was
please
great,
riddle me
too.
this. Turn at me really
Oh my
quick.
god, from your
Yeah?
end, not mine.
How does your hair wiggle?
Hey,
How do my fingers wiggle?
I'd be the same way because I would. Oh,
That's a
God.
good question. How the fuck does that work?
Ooh.
I don't know. I was telling I think it was I was telling somebody the other day that I had a guy I knew back at school would say some really
Good for him.
weird stuff.
I'm good. Just
Okay.
kind of tired.
Yeah.
He would say some really weird stuff from time to time. And one point in time, he walked up to me and said, "Arbor, all rocks are secretly soft.
Oh, what?
They only tense up when you touch them."
Might have to warn you of what Kiko told me.
What?
I already got the fucking
Yeah.
That is
I
the
got
single
it.
dumbest thing I've ever heard, but I kind of understand the logic.
What did my grandma say?
Exactly.
No, my.
And the problem is I can't exactly refute him because I do flex somehow. I don't know how this stuff works.
Tell me, Arbor.
Oh.
Are you hard right now?
Would you hitting
I
someone
did that not feel? Does my shoulder feel solid?
No, don't answer the question. It's fine. Don't answer the question.
Okay.
No, it's Keiko. It's Keiko.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm just having fun.
I mean, it wasn't actually a pun.
to
It
be
was
fair,
just a question.
You can refer.
Oh
you can
goodness,
refer to
it's
my
too
grandma
dark
as
for
Yana.
this.
Niece
Oh.
from a different place. I didn't know I had
I love it.
niece because she's.
See, that's the stuff I want to learn, though. How do you move?
I
can
mean,
figure that out, I could do all sorts of
vaguely,
crazy
I
things.
think mana, magic, that sort of thing.
That's a little too legit.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I want to figure out. I want to figure out how that works. Because if I can figure that out, I can figure out how to make augmentations and prosthetics. But I can also learn a little bit more about mana flow and how things work in that manner. I'm trying to invent Magitech. That's my goal. It'll probably take a long time, but that's the dream. I want magic and tech to work together.
Yeah.
And mostly for the practice of medicine, not so much for other things. Like I want to be able to for example, I already have a bioprinter, which I'm getting brought in. But what if I need to print? What if you need a chunk of rock? I can't just print a rock, right? I need to know what I can do to help you, other than I guess I don't know. What
That's
do you do when you
actually.
break?
I was talking to a couple of people recently, and I realized I'm missing something, and something's replaced it. I think somebody might have put me back together a little weird, which might also explain some of the memory trouble.
And you look okay.
Never underestimate.
Thank you.
Is it the ears?
But
Are they upside down? Are they inverted?
no. So
You got some fingers in the wrong spots.
I don't think so.
I'm
And
gonna
they seem to be
possibly
working,
turn in
like
for
I
the night.
remember.
I might be back out later, but
What if you didn't realize that your ring fingers are
Like my right ring finger's like from my left hand.
What if your pointer and your ring finger got
I mean, that's a
swapped?
possibility. I mean, my entire arm's missing, so I mean, there could be fingers from that hand. I don't know. I don't know how I was broken. So
this finger and this finger literally were switched because of the same length.
maybe.
And you wouldn't know.
Maybe. Anyways, no. The slightly different situation.
You're like, oh, no.
No. So obviously, I
Panda situation was hilarious.
I don't know what term you would. While I was at this school, it was a military style academy sort of thing. I don't know how exactly to explain it.
I understand. I kind of grew up that way too. It wasn't really a school though, but I get what you mean.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. That. I had at one point in time catastrophic damage to my shoulder, effectively, and part of my my side. We were fighting a bunch of big worms.
Worms.
Yeah, like giant. Well, they were sandworms, but they were they munch on the dirt and stuff, and they could break rocks. Yeah. Well, at one point in time, I got
All worms munch on dirt, but yeah, I know, I gotcha.
These were big ones that would crush rocks. And for the most part, they were having trouble, causing significant problems. But at one point in time, I did sort of get en masse
I know where this is going.
collapsed on by a bunch of little ones. I guess they were sort of like larvae. They all sort of got all on top of me, and one of them managed to bite hard enough to. Oh, okay. See ya. Take care, Ion guy. Oh, look at him. Oh, he is running.
Did I tell you I pumped his
Oh,
stomach
he
the
is
last time I ever actually talked to him?
Oh. Ooh, I think you
Yeah, he
mentioned
puked
it.
all over me.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah, he
mentioned
vomited
it.
all over my jacket. It was awful.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Why did you
continue.
need to put your stomach?
Was that a Tamagotchi, by the way?
Yeah. Some weird guy in a convenience store gave it to me, and I've had it ever since. This is Bernard II. I don't know how well you can see him. I can't really see him because it's really dark in here, and this thing isn't like my phone and it lights up. It just is. But yeah, this is Bernard II.
What happened to Bernard the First?
I got busy trying to save people's lives, and in the process, he sort of.
You let Bernard die?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I felt bad about it. Okay, I'm just happy that Bernard II's doing okay. Anyways,
It happens.
my.
Sometimes.
Take off, folks.
Okay.
Oh,
You all
okay.
take care.
You too.
Have fun.
Bye.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you too. Good luck with the whole defending the realm thing.
I'll try, thank you.
Good luck.
You have the sparkliest hair I have
believe
ever
in you.
fucking
I know.
Holy shit,
she's
there's
like
a
me.
person there.
Yeah, she's sort of like me, except she's got horns
really,
and a
no,
tail.
No, I'm saying he's really hard to see. He's just. Oh, there you go. Now I see him.
I think he was sitting in the leaf pile.
Yeah,
too,
you were
so
like
it's-
in the dirt, in the shadows. I like couldn't see you at all. Just like that. Are you a ninja?
Right into the shadows.
You're wearing a white. How do you do that with a white vest? Yeah, whatever.
But yeah. What was I? Oh yeah.
Okay,
so
you murdered Bernard.
And Bernard aside, so one of them bit down on my shoulder and managed to
Oh, that's Shadow Guy. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, I think that's side over there. It's really dark over there.
It's Shadowy Dude and Insaya. Yeah.
I think so.
Sorry, continue. I was just really worried about the sparkly shadow figure in the corner, and then I remembered we just talked to him.
Yeah. He does that. But yeah, it like
Alright, so
bit
you
down
killed
on
Bernard, and then
You're not gonna like let
and then
that.
worms.
Okay, yeah, worms.
Just continue. Sorry, yeah, worms.
It bit down on my shoulder and managed to knock out a chunk of my shoulder, but also managed to make a nice crack going down that side. And the fracture kind of made moving my arm very difficult. But as other things happened, like at one point in time, I actually had to stop one of the big ones from eating my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it sort of, we were kind of cornered, and it was like right in front of us and was about to like, thankfully there was a big, like, very like hard stone wall behind us. So like it couldn't just like tunnel through and just take us and eat us. But at the same time, it was very much wanting to like crush us and possibly continue to eat us anyways. Yeah.
Ugh.
It was a rough day. Anyways, throughout the rest of that encounter, throughout different fights and that sort of thing, I actually ended up losing a piece of, I guess, where my ribs would be if I had bones. And that piece did not get recovered. So, however, where we were at the time was an emerald and topaz mine, I think it was. And I thought to myself, well, we have wondered whether or not other like stones could be used to replace missing parts. And turns out it does. It does work.
You can use just like any stone?
I don't know if it's any stone, but emerald seemed to work just fine.
Huh. As compared to what normally?
Spinel.
What the heck is that?
That's the kind of stone I'm made of.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's not exactly uncommon. A lot of jewel crafters use it instead of diamond because it's a little less rare and cheaper, I guess. I don't know. It's not as like tough and durable as, and the structure is different, but it generally has like a lot of the same qualities as diamond. It's just not as like nice, I guess.
A little less durable. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Spinel. Specifically for me, it's
I see
all
what you're saying.
pink. Which brings up a lot
you
of
are
questions because
That's true.
the pink kind is supposedly usually only forms around like seabeds where like a lot of sea life died. So, but I'm not from like where like a sea was, I think. Maybe. I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody is, right?
But yeah, we replaced that like missing part with some emerald and it worked okay, but the emerald's not there anymore. It's just spinel.
What? What?
So that means possibly one of two things. Either I was like put back together wrong, which I'm functioning.
It's possible.
Or two, it got turned into spinel. which seems like a little less likely. I don't recall it happening, but then again, I don't really recall much past us replacing that part. That's sort
That
of
would be
where
interesting if
things
you were
start to
technically
begin to
capable of
get really
transmutation.
hazy.
Yeah, you
Maybe.
just
Yeah, it would be
healing
really, really
process
weird
it.
if it did. Yeah.
Be kind of interesting. Does it have to be a precious stone, or can it be like a normal, like a lower end normal stone?
That's the thing. I don't know. We only ever tried the emerald, as far as I can remember.
Huh. Well, next time a chunk of you goes, besides your arm, the next time a chunk of you goes missing, we can try. Do you want me to try carving you an arm out of something else and see if it, you know?
Well, see, that's the thing. Most of that stuff's like really expensive, so I wouldn't really want you to do that.
I mean, we could try it. It's worth a shot.
Maybe.
I know people. I mean, there's a lot of precious gems and things and microchips and computer pieces and things like that, and you know,
I mean,
the things like
yeah,
this.
but
so.
enough to make like an arm?
It would take a lot, but we could try it. I mean, I could get something cheaper too. We can try something simple at first, and if you were like, oh wow, okay, it works in theory, then we can, you know, chop it back off and get something nicer.
Oh, that just sounds like painful.
Probably a little.
I don't know. It's all really complicated. Again, we didn't really try much as far as I can remember. So, it's weird.
That's fair. Yeah, because I could just, you know, reconfigure the 3D. Because I have some CNC machinery and things like that. If I can fabricate, you know, entirely metal pieces of bodies, I could make something out of a stone. It wouldn't be that different. It's all still... I just have to calibrate the laser to cut a different material.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like crystals
Shouldn't be
would
that
be
hard.
a little bit different because if it refracts differently through the material, because not all
You still
crystals.
cut with lasers.
I mean, not all crystals are like uniform. I mean, most of them aren't very uniform past
Oh yeah, no.
like
I'd have to
a certain point.
ask, I'd probably have to get Drake to help me. Drake would probably know better about that than me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The other idea you had with the robot parts, I guess, sounded promising, I guess. Again, I've never had anything. This is... I woke
I'd
up
have
without
to,
a limb.
Once I get the equipment set up, we can try it. I mean, basically what I need to do first is stick a bunch of probes on you. They're like little pads that read things. First and foremost, I need to figure out how to get something that can scan and read mana flow, and then plot that onto a screen for me. Once I have that built, which I'll probably have to ask some of the mages around for help with that, I would just stick a bunch of sensors on you, and I'd have you just move your current arm that works. And then I could study how mana is flowing through from your like body to the arm and back. And I could see, okay, when this finger moves, there has to be some sort of repeated flow, right? Like otherwise you would never be able to actually move your finger consistently, right? If it was random, then this would never happen. You wouldn't have control over your fingers. It wouldn't make any sense.
Maybe,
So
I
there
mean,
has
what
to be
you're
some kind
describing
of
sounds like a
repeated
nervous
process.
system.
Sort of.
I don't know if I have.
But for you, it might not be the same. It might not be like, you know, nerves that run through it. It could just be mana that flows through you freely. It may not work the same way. But the idea is if I can figure out how it flows, I can make a robot arm that can read it. I would just have to know how it works. It'll be incredibly complicated.
Sounds like it.
But damn, will it be cool.
Probably. I wouldn't know.
You know how many doctors would be like, wow, you found out a way to read magic. And I'd be like, yeah, eat it. Like, it's gloating rights more than anything.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I get to be the cool guy, you know? You know how many magical beings people would be able to get helped now across the multiverse or whatever you want to call it? If I'm able to invent
a lot, maybe? I don't know.
Equipment for them? Like, just imagine all the magical creatures who can't use traditional technology, who lose body parts, and I can just be like, hey, I can build you a new one. Or, hey, I can, you know, teach other doctors how to make it, you know?
I'm used to only...
Bernard beeped at you.
Yeah, I did. Very needy today.
And then if I can go even further from there, like, for example, for you being made out of rocks, if we can find out that rocks can just be assimilated to you, I can just 3D cut out different rock or parts. Like any part of you that gets blown up, I can just make you a new part.
Well, I mean, the problem was
Assuming
that,
we lose the parts.
yeah, well,
Otherwise, I
just
just
the
glue
memory
together.
part.
Yeah. Hopefully
Yeah.
we don't lose the bits.
Yeah, I'd like to try and
I
keep my
mean-
memories like as
That reminds me, how'd they glue together? What did they use?
huh?
Like, what did they, to put it back, like, when they put the jade, you said it, or emerald, what did they use
Oh, we
to
just used like some regular
glue it
glue,
back
and then we just took some medical gauze and just wrapped
like,
it up,
wait, we
so that
talking
way it
like
was
some
like
of that,
held
like,
tight.
white glue?
Well,
Like
I mean,
stick glue, and they, like, rubbed it on there, and then...
no, stick.
Oh,
stick
thank
glue?
God. Yeah, it's like a stick of glue, and you... Never mind.
Oh no, we just
What
used like
color
it was
was
like
the
a
glue?
paste. Oh, it was like a yellowish brown kind of color.
Well, they used wood glue? Idiots?
I don't know. Sometimes we use medical glue, which doesn't have like weird chemicals and stuff.
That's still probably... I mean, you're made out of stone. I don't think the chemicals are that important.
I mean, no, but we used whatever we had at the time.
That's fair.
I mean, usually it
Huh.
was just like a quick patch job because I didn't get hurt that often.
I guess
thankfully.
I just feel like it's a weird idea. I'm just like, some wood
No.
glue. I'm like, you're good. There you go.
No, we would like
I think it's medical malpractice.
no, like what we would do is we would take glue, and then after it was like kind of reconstructed and like kind of had started to dry, we would take and we would wrap it up, so that way it would kind of like hold it in place. And then I just had to, be careful for a little while.
I guess that's fair. Okay. I don't know, I'd probably use a 2-part resin. It'd be way more stable, and it would dry almost instantly.
Maybe. Yeah.
Do you know what a 2-part resin is?
Vaguely. I wasn't exactly
Yeah,
much for
you mix
crafting.
2 clear chemicals, and then it turns slightly foggy, and you set it, and it fuses the 2 materials together.
Oh. I don't know if I need fusion or if I just... Because normally after a while it just sort of like seals back together after it's been glued.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't coat the thing, you just put a couple little dots to hold it in.
Oh.
And that would hold it. You wouldn't need to be all bandaged up. Think of it like little weld tacks. You don't have to like fucking weld the whole backside, you just put a couple little dots and it'll stay. Never mind.
Weld
Don't worry
tags?
about it.
What are weld tags? Okay.
It's when you melt metal together. Never mind.
Oh. Oh, that
I mean,
sounds
technically,
painful.
I would literally be melting you because metal and rock are. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
technically, I would be chemically welding you back together, but.
Oh, he's doing the thing again.
Ooh, swoopy! I hope they use protection.
What?
But what?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
I said, wow,
okay.
this is a really pretty garden.
That was too many words.
Nah. Maybe they got your ears backwards too. Maybe we should fix those.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Are you?
Like 98%.
There's that 2% chance. There's that 2% chance.
Yeah.
You feeling lucky?
No, I just feel fine. Like I feel like I'm not put together incorrectly. Minus the one weird bit.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to throw you into an existential crisis there. You're fine. I think.
I'm fine. Totally.
If you say so.
Totally not.
I believe you.
Kind of worried that
Oh, rip.
someone maybe put my feet on backwards or something.
You're like, oh god, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. No, Apparently, my dad was the one who put me back together, so I mean, I kind of trust him.
He probably knows what he's doing. Yeah, he probably knows what he's doing.
I mean, I don't think he ever had to do it before, though. So I mean, maybe he did it wrong.
That's fair.
Crap, now I'm...
I mean, he probably has a better idea than most of us.
I mean, maybe. I mean, he was like one of the first people I ever met, so I mean, he knows me probably better than
That tends
most
to go that
people.
way. Yeah. Yeah, moms and dads are usually some of the first people you meet. It's fair.
Now that you mention it, yeah, no, that does seem normal. That's probably like the only normal
Yeah,
part.
I think I was gonna say I think that's kind of most people. Not me though. Does that make you feel better?
No?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know who the hell my parents are.
Oh. I mean, I guess they're not technically I was like adopted sort of deal, you know?
Yeah, I was abducted. Close though.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey, you guys having fun in the dark corner?
Yeah, it was quite lovely. Yeah.
Everything okay?
You good?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, it was more personal hours.
Cool. I don't know, we saw some like shadow stuff and like you guys were over there for a while, so I was like,
Annabelle.
I mean, I barely know the guy, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but yeah.
Yeah, I've met. This is the first time I ever met him.
I think I've spoken to him like 3 times.
Seems nice enough.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it was like 4 or 5, but it's like he doesn't talk much.
Yeah, he seems like the dark broody type.
As he does. He sits in dark corners and broods all the time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the other day was like the first time I've seen him like properly like in a brightly lit room, so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let her do her thing.
Okay.
I should keep going myself.
Okay.
Okay.
And nice to see you guys and hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you on Friday and or Thursday, or I should have started with Thursday. Thursday and or Friday and or Saturday and or Sunday.
Yeah, I'm
Are those
mostly
specifically?
Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays.
Sweet. Well, I'll probably see you then. Oh, the Lotus. He goes to the Purple Lotus.
Oh, I've only really been going to the onsen from time to time, because you know.
Yeah, that's where I saw you.
Zafira City is kind of.
Yeah, a little sketchy. That's fair.
Really sketchy. Apparently, somebody got brought in yesterday. Actually, no, that was.
Oh yeah,
that's
no,
right.
I had to
Because
treat
you
him.
were. Yeah, that's right. You were the one who treated him. Okay.
Yep, that was me. Yeah, I showed up to say hi to people and turned into stitching somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it
that
is what it is.
happens. I get up to go get a coffee, and then somebody's like, "Hey, Arbor, this person's dying. Can you, put him back together?" And sure.
With one arm? That sounds difficult.
Yeah. That's why usually, like, if somebody's like nearby, I like borrow their arms and their hands. Usually, like, hey, here, come here, hold this for a moment.
Oh. Okay.
I steal their hands.
Oh
my god.
No. He's like, give me.
See you guys later. Either Lotus mostly.
Sounds good.
See ya. Take care.
I'm gonna try showing up towards the onsen. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, do it. The onsen's fun. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
relaxing.
pretty. Yeah, it's pretty relaxing. Not nearly as hectic as that one, the casino.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the casino's pretty wild.
I opted in the onsen on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah. What's up?
I have hiccups. Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see ya.
Take
See you
care.
for Sunday maybe, or Saturday, or Friday, or Thursday, or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the days. It'll happen.
Yeah, one.
I'm just staring at you until you say something. I just want to see how long it would take you to get uncomfortable and say something to break the ice.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was just very confused. Anyway. He's a nice guy, though.
Yeah, he's chill.
Yeah, that's fair. Did I tell you I have a hole in my shoulder?
You too? What?
Yeah, I had to cut something out of my own shoulder.
Oh. Well, that sounds
Yeah, fun
awful. Are you
Yeah,
you good?
I mean,
like, do you need me to take a look at it?
Yeah. No, it's all right. I mean, I had to numb it and then just remove something. And now it kind of hurts, but
Was
it's
it
fine.
like
I just gotta like
robot part?
clean it out every once in a while. No, it was a cyst.
Oh, ugh. Okay. I mean, I guess good that you got
when
rid
you're
of it,
covered in
but
fur, lots of hair follicles. Sometimes it happens.
yeah, that's awful though. I mean, I guess it hurt.
I mean, it didn't hurt when I did it. It hurt after. It hurts right now.
That's entirely reasonable. Oh, there's Saya
all the,
again. Wait, is he still over there?
Oh, there they go. Is he?
I don't know.
see any
She's like
shimmery
she's like
darkness.
making a beeline over there.
She's in a hurry. Oh, she's going to see her man.
I don't think that's her.
You know, good for her. Good for her.
man. I think
No, probably not. I'm just saying that. I'm just being facetious.
like her like
I have no idea.
stepbrother.
Did you guys see Sin at all?
No.
Did we see who?
No,
Are
he.
you talking about the shadow guy?
Yeah, no, yeah, we.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw him.
He was there earlier. I don't know where he went. Granted, it's very, very dark in here, and he's a shadow figure, so it's hard to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have said something I might have fucked up on.
Oh no. Well, if you need to talk about it,
About
we'll be on this
say,
tree.
you okay?
I mean, we had a nice heart-to-heart the other day at the pillars, if you want to have one.
Define okay, and I just need to find him so I can apologize.
Okay. Well, if you need to talk about
Okay.
it, I'm not exactly a licensed therapist, but I mean, I've studied it.
I kind of am, but not really. I'm not licensed, but I've been to classes.
Same. Well, actually, I
You kinda have
am
to.
class. I'm just like self-taught.
Did you just? Oh, I was gonna say, did you just fucking lie?
He leaves. I gotta find him before he leaves.
I don't know. It's like it's important, you know.
Okay.
Like, you're a
but
combat
don't-
medic
being
too, right?
educated on something.
You've
That's
done that.
yeah, but
You gotta like deal with the patient. So it's like, you know, like, okay, how do I best like talk to people to help calm the patient down so that way I can, you know, save their life, that kind of thing. Like,
I mean, I guess yeah, that's fair, but I'm just saying, don't tell someone you've like been educated on something if you haven't, because that could.
well,
be,
that's
that
why I
could be
told her
bad.
like I'm not exactly licensed to like say that I am, but I am relative. I've had to talk to people about all sorts of weird stuff.
Oh
Dying.
no, I understand that completely.
I think the
Oh, I
weirdest.
talk to people dying all the time. That's like half of my job.
Yeah. The weirdest one
Not
was like,
exactly
to, like
fun.
console like my squad mate who was like drunk.
Yeah,
That's when he admitted to me
Was it
that
sad drunk?
kinda, yeah, like he was like telling me like how
Oh,
like
no.
he was like he joined the school because like He was bored basically, and he thought it would be fun. But then like we're
He joined
fighting.
military school because he thought it'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, because he was like his
Oh,
whole thing
boy.
is like he loves like sword fighting and that sort of thing, and he's like really good at it and something he's really proud of. So like he thought like like if he like went to a school like this, like it would be the thing. You are needy today. That one, I think. There we go. But yeah, no, he wasn't doing so hot. Because of the, us like suddenly having to fight things and like people dying and
Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, I don't think it was what he expected.
I don't think it's what anybody ever expects, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, I was kind of like expecting military sort of school, and I didn't expect what I got.
No one does, to be honest. Especially when it comes to like a magical one. I've only ever heard magic just makes things even more ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely.
See, I wasn't exactly involved in a, I can't say it's exactly one for one the same.
But, I had to deal with that kind of stuff too, so I kind of get it. Granted, I didn't ask to be there. I just kind of ended up there.
Oh.
But I get the idea. Yeah, like I said, abducted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the city I'm from's run by megacorps, and they don't exactly care about ethics and morals.
Megacorps?
Yeah, big companies. Really, really, really big companies. Like, insanely big. Like, there's like 4 of them, and they own everything.
Like businesses?
Yes.
Like shops? Sort of.
But really big.
Oh.
And like millions of people work for them.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah. Lots of money, lots of power. They decide everything, they control everything. They run the police, they run the medicine, they run the wars, they run the military, they run everything.
Oh.
Water, yeah, all of it. You live and die by their whims, basically.
That sounds awful. Not gonna
Yeah, it's
mince it.
It's shit.
Oh.
It sucks.
I guess you're happy to not be there anymore?
Yeah, it was actually kind of a relief when we accidentally ended up here. I mean, like, I got by not working for them, but like not working for one is really risky. Unless you're someone as trained as me, and the only reason I was as trained as me is because I was abducted by a megacorp as a child. But other than that, surviving on your own, you're basically just a street. It's like Zafira, kind of. Imagine like that. Most people there, 80-90% of them are street rats that eat nothing and stab each other to get what they need. It's like that.
Oh.
It's awful. Yeah, it's not a very fun time.
Yeah, that's very much not like. Wow.
It's definitely one of those have and have-nots kind of cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. But yeah, I was kidnapped as a child and kind of indoctrinated into like the military corps there, and they put me in the medic corps, and that's where I ended up. And eventually, I earned my way out and never went back.
I can imagine, yeah, that nobody would want to go back to something like that.
Some do. You'd be surprised. A few get indoctrinated, and some of them are into it. But not me. It wasn't my thing. So I went into cybernetics. Don't get me wrong. If I, I did some stuff I'm not proud of, and if I have to do it, I'll dirty my hands again. But it's not something I want to do. I prefer saving people than killing people.
Of course.
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I just, try not to. I used to have to. It was awful. Corporate wars are disgusting, by the way. Hopefully you never have to see one of those.
I hope not,
no
I
honor
guess.
in this.
Huh.
It's imagine like fighting other people, right? That you very well could just see on the street, and they have a family, and they're nice, but you gotta fight them because your company will kill you if you don't, and you have to treat them like you would like one of those sandworms. You gotta kill them with that level of mercilessness, and they're just they're other people. It's awful.
I mean, we didn't have to do that sort of thing very frequently.
I mean, in the sense that
is-
like you have to treat them like they're giant monsters trying to kill you. You know what I mean? That's more the metaphor I was going for.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Even though they're just other people.
Just because
Word.
one of these businesses tells them they have to fight each other?
Yep.
Wow, that's...
It's a combination of brainwashing and they'll kill your family or whatever. They don't care. They'll do whatever the hell they have to. If they can find leverage of any kind on you, they will, and they will use it.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't care if they have to torture you, and if you don't comply, they'll probably just throw you out like trash. They'll just kill you and dump you out in the streets. It's pretty gross, and that's why I'm glad I'm not there anymore.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I do what I do now. The only thing I can thank them for is they trained me how to save people, I guess. But I don't even thank them for it, but it's a good skill set. I can help people with it. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I went and finished up all of my official licensing and stuff like that, because technically I already had my doctorate and stuff from the training they gave us, but I went and got the more civilian side things that I had to get and said, fuck this, I'm never killing someone again. Unless I really, really have to. And here I am. And now I'm on a space station. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
big difference.
I went from, eating, puddles of mush that they serve us every day and fighting in wars I knew nothing about as an abducted child to sitting in a space garden talking to a rock. That's pretty cool.
Okay, when you put it that way. Yeah.
I've come far.
Yeah, it's
Here, I'll make it sound a little better. I'm talking to a sentient rock. That's cooler.
I don't take offense
Just
to
talking
being
to a
called
rock maybe just makes me sound kind of crazy. Makes me sound a little
I don't
wild.
take offense.
Like, yeah, I was just out in the garden talking to a rock. They'd be like, what? Are you good? I'm like, oh. No, I meant like, never mind.
No, I understand.
It's interesting. If I were to go home and tell someone back there about what I did today, they'd be like, You what? And that would pretty much be like, excuse me, are you on your own drugs? That'd be the reply.
I can imagine, yeah. Well, I guess I can't entirely imagine because I've never been anywhere like where you're from.
You don't want to. Well, I mean, there are parts that are very pretty, don't get me wrong. If you go to the inner city where all the, the CEOs and the management and like the rich people, the haves, if you will, are. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a utopia. It's beautiful. It's the cess and death and misery that they're built on top of that's terrible and gross.
I guess.
But their
I
part
guess
of the
we've
city
had
is
some of
gorgeous.
those,
It looks
like, not
kinda like
as
this.
nice places.
Yeah,
Because we
the
would
slums
travel,
are
so it wasn't
most of the
just
city.
one big city. We didn't really have. I mean, I guess there were a handful
We
of
have a few cities.
places.
That's just like the biggest one.
Yeah, no, like I mean, I guess the closest place that I ever went to while I was in school, or well, I guess I wasn't actually in school at the time when I went, summer break, that sort of thing. I went with a friend to a place called the United Sanctuary. It was where he and
Okay.
his family lived. And a lot of the people there, it sounds like a similar situation. You have the people who have and the people who don't.
Yeah. It's not all that uncommon from what I can tell.
My friend-
Greed does some terrible things.
Yeah, he would tell me about how, well, they outlawed, they referred to it as vigilantism, but he would always say they just outlawed heroes. You couldn't, defend yourself or your friends or your family without the military and the government getting involved.
Well, that's fun.
They would lock you up if they found you doing something like that.
I mean, we had
Him
something
and his
kind of
family
similar. You
were
weren't supposed to take justice
involved in
into
that.
your own hands. However, we did have self-defense at least. We were allowed to, like, if, someone comes into your house unwarranted, you can defend yourself. But, like, if a megacorp comes into your house, yeah, you don't do anything.
I mean, I guess you could defend yourself, but if you saw someone else in the streets getting, mugged or something like that, you couldn't. You weren't supposed to.
No, you wouldn't do anything.
You were supposed to let the army police
Powers that be take care of it.
Basically.
I get what you mean.
But that's where him and his family came in. They were like friends with a bunch of people. I only ever met one of them. They were very secret about everything, and I only ever heard about them from Mason. That was his friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
They were basically this underground, well, actually, that's what they were called, the Underground. They were just a bunch of heroes who would go and basically break the law to try and help people as they could.
Oh, I gotcha. I can understand that. I've broken plenty of codes to save people before. Not quite the same thing. I didn't go fight crime, per se. But I overstepped my jurisdiction many times, because, sometimes megacorps just don't give a shit, right? If a poor person's dying, what do they care? What's one office drone to them? You know what I mean? What's one mechanic? They don't care. They've got millions. But, if I know a little Jonesy on the corner, right, he's suffering, I'll probably go help him. Which you're not supposed to, because it's kind of messed up thing. The people in that city, you're not a person, you're property. That's how it kind of works. And I'm not supposed to mess with them, but I did it. I did it anyway. Yeah, the corporations don't see you as a person. They see you as an asset. They see you as something they own. And trust me, they treat you like it.
That's really messed up.
That's awful. It's so twisted and sick, but what we had.
And people never, tried to do something about it, or?
I heard they have in the past. But it's hard. You have to imagine doing a bunch of poor people with pipes against super military police that have, helicopters and giant cannons and an entire, armada that they could send on you at any time, and they survey everything, and, they control all of your infrastructure. If you start messing with them, they just turn off all of your water and your electricity, and what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're not very nice. But myself, Drake, and our other friends, a few of us got out, so we're out of there. I mean, you can get out of the city. There's ways to get out of the city. It's hard. It's not easy. Let's say if you're in too deep, getting away from the megacorp's hard. It's kind of like a mafia, if you will, like getting away from a gang. If you've ever heard of that, like how hard that can be.
I mean, I've heard
where
stories.
They kind of come after you. Yeah, if you can kind of imagine,
Yeah.
Corporations don't like to let go of something that they profit from, so it's pretty hard sometimes. We got lucky. Drake invented a portal gun, so there's not a whole lot they could do.
Oh. You just kind of
it's the first we ever had.
Left.
Yeah, we were just boop gone. They're probably insanely confused. Especially because
I can imagine.
Drake was wanted.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He portaled
Okay.
out, actually. Yeah, he was harboring a bioweapon.
Bioweapon
terminology.
What?
It's a person. He's a living weapon.
Oh.
He's a nice guy, though. Kind of a doofus.
Oh.
He's nice enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I hear the words bioweapon and I have many questions and concerns.
Yeah. Well, basically they created and bred him and, raised him to be a killing machine, and he didn't like it. so he ran away. And like I said, they don't like that. He cost them millions and millions of dollars, right? Like they're not gonna let him go. And so he
Makes
was hiding
sense.
with Drake for a while. And
Yeah.
then because Drake's the only person he ever knew. He wasn't even friends with Drake. He's just the only person he ever met. So he went to Drake, and Drake was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Well, you're here now, so they're gonna come kill me either way because I'm not supposed to know about you, basically. So fuck it." So he harbored him for a while, and eventually he invented that portal gun on accident, and they went off. They left. Now they reside in a mutual friend that he knows. He's got like a spaceship that flies around, and they stay in his it's like a yacht, like a space yacht, and that's where they live right now.
Space yacht.
That's the best way I can describe it. It's a spaceship, kind of like how this is just a giant spaceship, but not this big.
Okay.
It's much smaller than this.
Okay. I think I
It's
understand.
a spaceship,
Sorta.
and that's where they hang out. Yeah, that's where they live now, and they go out and I think they're trying to. I think they do stuff to help people now. I'm not 100% sure. I tried to get Drake was going. He applied to join here, but I heard his application didn't go through yet. But he might try again later. But Drake's really clever. He helped me invent a lot of. He was my main maintenance guy. He fixed all my medical equipment. Genius engineer. He created a portal gun. And note, it was made out of a magical item. So he actually knows. He did it on accident, but he figured out a way to make a magical device for like a magical item work through technology. Granted, it's a little sketchy, but you know, it works.
I mean, I guess it really depends on what you define as technology.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, like a robot arm. Yeah, because his arm got blown off. But yeah, he got a robot arm, and it like opens up, and there's like a void crystal that is powering it, and you can see it because it like opens up to let the heat out, and then it like pops open, and you can see like the energy coming out, and you can like spins it up, and then whoop, you can open a portal.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, that looks insanely dangerous. He's like, probably. And then he grabbed me, and we went.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun. And by fun, I mean terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? I can imagine.
I ended up on a floating island in the middle of the sky in the middle of some world I've never been to with a tree on it.
Oh. That sounds confusing
like, where
and
in
possibly
God's name
dangerous.
are we, Drake? And he goes, I don't know.
Oh.
I was like, great.
So you guys just kind of kept
Luckily, there
going
were some people
until you
there.
found... Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so...
we just portaled around.
Oh. Okay.
That's actually how I ended up finding the Lotus. He portaled us there on accident.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah, and I was like, huh. And Zephyr looks similar to where we're from, so we're like, okay, this is palatable. We're used to this. So, high crime, dingy, lots of buildings, perfect. And yeah, so that was something. So yeah, so that's where we hung out for a while, and then he built me a receiver because I can't teleport. So he built me a receiver, and basically it's like a little pager, and I can like press the button and it'll teleport me.
Oh.
As long as he has coordinates to send me there, he can send me there. He can't send me anywhere new. He has to have been there before.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got here. The first time I came here, he had to come here with me, and then he left. He kind of, you know, like, Mom, don't embarrass me. You're dropping me off in front of school, and I don't want to embarrass one of my friends. It was like that, you know.
What?
He makes a lot of dad jokes, so.
Okay.
Like a lot. Like they're bad. They're really bad. Wait, no, you didn't meet him. Never mind. Some people
yeah, I don't.
I brought him by here.
Yeah, I don't think I've met them. Granted.
No, you haven't. If you did, it may have been version 2 of you, as I call it.
Version 2. Okay, yeah, probably.
Well, there was version 1, which I never met. Version 2, which was you, but you were really shy, and then this is now version 3.
Why? I think we discussed this recently. I am only aware of the 2.
Yeah, we were at the onsen. Yeah, there was another one, apparently. I'm only aware of it because he told me about it. Which probably sounds weird to you.
A little. I don't ever recall being.
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's memory loss. You don't really recall. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I didn't mean this is what I was. I heard you were maybe bitch isn't the right word. Maybe very blunt.
Oh.
I mean, when you first got your memory back or whatever, and you reached this V3, you were insanely blunt.
I mean, the first like couple of days, I mean, yeah, it took a little bit of adjusting because
Yeah.
I woke up and
Yeah.
had no clue where I was or what was
'Cause
going on, and
you were
was very
grumpy.
confused.
Yeah, you were grumpy.
Maybe?
Grumpy Jim.
I mean, I guess.
Well, you went from being
I don't
like,
know. You wake up, and there's some talking. No offense, talking cat with this crazy looking hat. Standing over you, saying, and he's got like sock. Have you met him?
yes, I have. No, I know.
Yeah,
who you're
he's
talking about. I know who you're
like
talking
way
about.
short,
Yeah.
way shorter than you. Like,
Yeah,
super
I know.
short.
Yeah, nope, I got.
Yeah,
I know
no,
who
he
you're
was
talking
like
about.
standing
He was
over me, and like
save a bunch of people.
I at first I heard his voice, and like there was like sparkles and weird stuff in my vision, and I couldn't see very well, and I was very confused. And then I heard him talking, and he's got that weird accent. And I was very confused, and I was like, who is talking to me? I don't, where am I? What's going on? And very confused, very, very, very lost. And then I slowly am able to sort of make sense of what I'm seeing around me, and I look, and there's just this cat guy just standing over me like, hey, Arbor, are you okay? What are you talking about? And I'm like, who are you? Where are my friends? Where am I? I look to my left, and I'm looking at the planet, which, by all means is still very unusual to me. But yeah, now I'm gonna be a little confused and I guess maybe grumpy.
It was just funny because you my perspective was saw you the day before. You were all like, because we were like, that's when I had first met you, and we'd become pretty good friends. And I was
I
like,
don't know. I didn't know where I was or who to trust. I didn't know who any of these people were.
No, I'm not blaming you. I just found it like I'm just trying to like give the story of how funny it was from my perspective because it went from like saw you at the casino and you're all like, oh yeah, and I like sat down with you and we had some drinks together and I got you to like finally like come out of your shell because you were very very quiet and shy at the time. And I finally got you talking, and we were kind of talking like this. And then I was like, oh, that was good. That was productive. And then I saw you the next day, and you're like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, oh, jeez. Oh my
Sorry.
God.
Yeah. Okay, I guess. Okay, I can definitely see how that would be considered a little blunt. No, I didn't know who anyone was. I didn't know who to trust. Didn't know where I was. Didn't know what was going on.
To me,
I had some guy telling me he knew all about me. He had medical records that I had previously written. Said he knew all about my.
Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's a
no, it
little
was
weird.
very confusing, very concerning.
He doesn't know. He knows what like HIPAA and PII is, right? Like you can't just.
Yeah, no, and then he wanted to like hand me all everybody's medical records, which like, yeah.
What?
I don't know.
You can't do that.
He handed me
You got so many laws.
laptop. It's somewhere.
Just ignore
I don't know what it
international
is.
law. I don't know how it works here.
I don't know.
Does HIPAA apply to ages? I don't know.
I think so. I don't know what.
I sure hope so. It's basically you're not allowed to. Doctors are not allowed to disclose.
Well, no,
patient
we had
information.
that. We just didn't really call it that. It was more just like a hey, just don't do that because that's just kind of fucked up.
Okay. HIPAA's just an acronym.
No, I know that now. I've had to
It's
get
Health
certified in all of
Information
this stuff.
Privacy Act, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's
Something
it.
like that. I don't remember.
That's it.
Is that exactly what it is?
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay, yeah. Woo! I did it.
Good job.
Acronyms are
No,
something I sometimes
I've
struggle
been
with.
literally having to finish. Well, I guess finish or like restart. I don't know, because obviously I have some level of knowledge and training and all this stuff now, but me before I remembered didn't and was learning still. And technically I didn't finish my education, so that's another.
That's fair.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't remember finishing it. So I've been studying
trying to
and
be a doctor?
taking. Well, I mean, like, I talked to the boss, and she said like, oh, you've got all these tests that you need to take, and well, before she
I'm just asking if,
retired
like,
and
that's what
left,
you want to do, right? Like, is that...
I was talking with Air, and she was like, oh yeah, you were taking these tests, and like you were studying and doing all these things, and I was helping you, and I was like, oh well, I guess I'll just pick up where I left off roughly. It's it's been a bit of a time catching up on it all. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like I've definitely learned new stuff. Like there's all sorts of weird equipment that people have come up with since, you know, all that. Like,
oh, true. Have you seen a bioprinter?
No. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
What is it?
Do you want to see a bioprinter?
What is a printer?
I can show you one once it gets better in here. A print, yeah. Like you don't even know what like a regular printer is. Ooh, you're in for a treat. Well, regular printers are these devices that allow you to take electronic images or documents and go and you print them. It basically, there's a lot of ways to do it. But the most common one is an inkjet, and it just basically a little device goes across the paper really fast, and it shoots little bits of ink on the paper in just the right way, and it comes out with like a picture or words or whatever.
You mean like a press?
Imagine a press, but instead of going and doing the same thing over and over, it can be anything you want, and it can change instantly.
Oh.
You don't have to like repeat the same press over and over.
I mean, it was something I was like vaguely aware of, but like, yeah, no, we didn't have stuff like that. That's
like, have you seen a typewriter?
No.
Oh, never mind. That's like really old school, but it's the same idea.
Well, I mean, most of the time we wrote things with parchment and quill.
Okay, imagine writing with your hand, but way faster.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm familiar. We just didn't have a lot of those. That was.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, basically, they took first step, printing, right? Next step, inkjet and laser printing, and laser printing is even more ridiculous. It's way faster.
Lasers?
Which is basically, yeah. It puts these little, it's like dust, ink dust. It's like dry, and the laser melts it really fast.
Oh.
That's what it does. Anyway, it's pretty cool.
Does the paper not catch on fire?
That was the next step. No, it comes out pretty warm though.
Oh. Huh.
Not like hot, but you touch it and you're like, oh, that's warm, you know? But anyway, after that, they moved to 3D printers, and that's where it gets interesting.
3D printers?
So 3D printers are basically, now instead of taking that arm and going back and forth across a plane against a piece of paper, and, slowly having it come out, it's now an arm that is on rails that can go up, down, and it can go side to side. So now it's capable of moving in 3D space instead of
but paper
just across.
is like flat. How does it do that?
Getting there. So instead of ink, it uses what's called filament, which is basically like a plastic or something like that.
Oh,
or,
plastic.
It's
Plastic
like a
is
metal.
crazy. We didn't have plastic.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can do a lot with plastic. Yeah, so it takes a plastic and it feeds it into this little tube, and it heats it up and melts it, and then like little bits of it come out, kind of like how ink would on the tip. And instead of, just printing.
Okay, yeah, no. I know a little bit about how like the plastic stuff is made. So
and then it starts to harden, and then as it hardens right behind
so it just
the
like
trail,
makes
it can build on top of itself.
Oh, wait. So
and
like
so it starts to lift up as it goes.
It sounds like okay, so here was like I used to teach children at one point in time. It was like a summer thing that I did.
Gotcha.
The kids would they would like work with like clay and that sort of stuff, and they would play with it and they would like build it up, sort of like that, or
sort of. Think of it more like the printing before, where it's going back and forth, but now it's basically making. How do I describe this? Oh, here. Do you know what an onion ring is?
I know what onions are. Yeah.
Or just rings in general.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
So imagine a ring. Like a really thin, flat ring, right? Almost like a slinky, but just one little coil of it. So it would print a coil. And then to make a tube, you just keep printing that coil on top of itself over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and it starts to build up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and then you have a tube.
That just sounds... So it just like puts down a thing and then like you like glues it, or well, you said it hardens?
So it literally comes out like
pushes out
like right at the tip. There's
molten
there's like a thread
plastic.
Of plastic.
How hot does plastic have to get? Because I actually don't know.
It depends on the plastic.
Huh. That is crazy.
You set it to whatever the
So you
plastic
just-
melting point is, and so
and it just, like,
basically
does
would
it over and
It
over
would go
again?
like this, yeah, and it would just it would be you basically make a base, and then it starts to go, and it'll just spiral.
And this is a
and it'll just
3D printer.
and then up and up and up and up and yeah.
Third
so it can build 3D objects.
Dimension. Okay.
Third
'Cause
dimensions.
it's in
yeah. So
3 because you've
2D
got
and
the
then 3D,
X
'cause now it can go
and the
up.
Y-axis because geometry, and then
now it can go Z.
and up and down.
Yep.
Z. Wait,
Yep. And then from there became they
geometry
moved
stuff.
it even further, and instead of printing, they used it's basically photosensitive, like hardening based. So instead of a little like needle thing, like kind of squirting out glue really fast or melted plastic really fast, you have a bath of plastic, and it's just a big pool, and a big plate comes down and presses into the pool, and then from underneath there's a projector that shoots special kinds of light at different intensities, and that light causes a chemical reaction in the plastic to harden, and then it basically pulls the figure or design out of the pool. It's actually crazy. If you actually saw it happen, it looks like literal magic. It's actually insane.
Are you sure it's not magic?
It's not.
Because yeah, that sounds crazy.
It's wild.
Huh.
It's wild. No, it's actually insane. And then bioprinters are like that, but with living tissue.
So wait, the machine can make like cells?
Yeah.
Like living
Well,
cells.
Yeah, basically, it can. Yeah, you have a bunch of different
How?
cells.
How does it?
You can clone them, and then you
That
can
that
basically
sounds
put
like
those...
magic.
You'd
Because
be
that's
surprised. But yeah, and it basically starts
sort
putting
of
them
what I do.
together. It's kind of like that.
Because
And so I
that
can
was like
basically,
that was my
if I
like
have your
specialty.
Biological. Yeah, so imagine if I can get your DNA, or well, if you wouldn't work for you because you're made out of stone, obviously. But like from a living thing, like a biological living thing that has like cells and whatnot. If I can get the DNA out, I can basically create a stem cell from that, or I can create a DNA base from that, and then I can basically duplicate it. So if say, oh, your heart's damaged, right? Like you're in a battle and part of your heart gets damaged. If I could pull out a few cells from your heart, I can basically clone your heart. I can reprint a new heart, and I can basically take your heart out and give you your heart back.
Could you like make an
And the nice thing,
entire person?
make a what? I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be alive.
Oh well, if it can't be
would
alive, how? What's the
alive,
point?
But there wouldn't be like a consciousness. It wouldn't work like that.
Oh.
Printing brains is hard. Like I can
Well, I
print the
guess
tissue
brains
of the brain, but the neural
brains are
connections
very
that are there,
complicated. Okay, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I should have known that.
It would just be an
So
empty
it's like
husk.
only
It
like
wouldn't do
simple,
anything.
simple like.
It can do complicated things, but like, for example, if I printed a whole person, it would just be a vegetable. It would be a living person technically, but they would have nothing. They would just stare and drool and do nothing until they inevitably died again because they wouldn't eat or anything.
Oh. So
Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way.
why though? Like if someone's tissue is literally just there, like all the functions are there, why doesn't it?
Well, memories aren't quite the same. Memories, like synapse connections.
Because because that's it's an electrical charge because it's the movement of chemicals through a charge in the brain,
yeah,
and
sort of.
that isn't stored in the DNA. All you're doing is just a blueprint for
Yeah,
what
no.
could be there.
Yeah.
And then
If I could find a way to transition someone's memory in there, like their mental, then maybe. But that's all theoretical. I don't know how the hell. That's some heebie-jeebie witchcraft for me. I don't know.
Huh.
If you could pull someone's consciousness out and up and put it into that brain, theoretically, they could be, yeah. But then that other person would be dead. So, I mean, at that point, you may as well just clone them.
Huh. That is.
You know what that is? You know what cloning is?
I mean, I'm familiar with the concept, but it was.
Yeah, you just make another of the same person.
Oh,
But
so
you
we
don't,
did
like,
that with
print them,
magic,
they
and they
grow.
weren't real. It's like illusions.
Oh, yeah, no, these would be very real.
What?
Yeah, I could technically, which it's a little bit iffy on the morality of it in a lot of places, but you can basically, if I can get someone's cells, I can basically regrow them. They would be, you know, a fetus into a child, into a baby, and they'd have to grow up and everything. But they would be genetically exactly the same. But they could be a completely different person. They would have a completely different experience in life. They would have everything about them would be different. But they would look and sound and be genetically identical. There'd be no difference.
That's crazy. Like,
It's technically the same as twins. So when someone has twins, that's the same process. It just occurs naturally instead of forcing it artificially.
Wow.
Identical twins specifically, not fraternal.
I think I understand.
So just like how you can have twins
It's a
that are
lot to
completely
take in,
different.
though.
So, you know, you can have two twins that aren't, you know, they're different people. Like, they're not the same, right? It'd be the same with the clones. They look the same, but they're not the same. You know what I mean? Their personality could be completely different. Their style could be completely different.
Yeah.
Their opinions would be completely different. Yeah, they'd effectively be no different than a twin. But yeah. That was a long-winded, off-tangent story of the fact that I'm just saying that I have a bioprinter, which means I can print organs.
That is crazy.
Very useful.
I can imagine.
Well, you have to imagine, for you, it's obviously not quite the same, because you can just slap other, you know, apparently gems. You know, there is a comparison I can make. When it comes to biological beings, transplanting tissue into our bodies, it'd be like if someone were to try to replace a piece of rock that got knocked out of you with, like, that mushroom over there.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not.
It probably
I don't
wouldn't
know
work
if that,
out, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think that would
that's
work. I don't know.
kind of the
I've never
idea,
tried
right?
it, but
It would probably rot away or get rejected in some manner. So basically, when you put other tissues into your body doesn't recognize it as its own, so it rejects it and tries to get rid of it. And it treats it as if it's a disease and tries to kill it.
Yeah, no, I'm
So-
familiar with the concept.
Yeah, so the idea is if you can take the person's DNA and then bioprint them a new part of whatever they're missing, your body wouldn't reject it because it's the same. It would recognize it as its own tissue.
Wow.
So it wouldn't try to kill it.
Which
Which knocks that whole problem out, which is incredibly nice.
I can kind of imagine.
It's mostly so you don't have to use immunosuppressors. So if you have to, most of the time with a transplant, you have to basically give them drugs to make their immune system turn off, which makes them very susceptible to infections and diseases and the flu and things like that. Now you don't have to. You can just throw the new organ in and you don't have to give it to them. So their immune system isn't compromised. It's massive. And it's really fast. I don't have to find a donor. You don't have to make sure everything's, you know, lined up. You don't have to find matches. You just make a perfect match. Because it's theirs.
Yeah.
Very useful.
I'll say.
Anyway, that was my nerdy rant about what I want to do here.
Yeah. Well.
Now you know.
Yeah, no. I don't even remember what we were saying before all of that, but yeah, no, that's crazy.
I don't remember. To be completely honest. Probably had to do with magical tech, and I think I was just talking about what I want to do mostly. Like, that's my goal. I want to be able to help, and there's a lot of people here who's like, that's the nice thing. Like, treating someone who's an alien of some kind, and I don't know their biology, it takes a lot longer for me to learn their biology than it does for me to just take a tissue sample, print them a new organ that's damaged, and just replace it. It's just way faster. And much less learning. And then I can take the time to learn about them later. You know, if they need
but what if
help
they're
right
not
now,
what if they're not like based on the same like their
Same, like-
proteins and stuff and all that are different.
Well, that's it. It's the bioprinter. I take their DNA and I make it.
What I'm saying is that what if their like the structures are different? Like what if their DNA is like has different sort of like nucleotides, that sort of thing.
Oh, I'd have to calibrate the machine to read that instead.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'm probably gonna ask Hybris at some point if I'm allowed to get DNA samples of agents so that I can do that, so that I can put it into a database. That way, if
That way,
something happens, I have
yeah.
it on file.
If you have to
Yeah.
make your fancy printer machine do something different.
Yeah,
can do
I have to be able to calibrate it, right? If I'm like, oh, this time it's this isn't a carbon-based being, maybe this is a biological being that isn't carbon-based, so therefore I'm gonna need to set it to a different setting. I can be like, boop boop. Okay, cool. Now it's on that mode. Here's the stuff it needs. Here's what I need. Here's the DNA sample, and then off it goes.
Huh. Yeah, that would be crazy
That's
if you
the idea.
just. And it just does it all itself?
Mostly. As long as it can read the DNA. It gets a little more confusing than that, but mostly.
Okay. That is a lot to take in.
Very useful. Yeah, sorry. But that's not even like big thing. That's something I already have. Obviously, I'll have to do some tweaks to it to make it work with other kinds of creatures that aren't carbon-based. But in terms of like, people like you, right? You're not even a cellular-based being, right? That you're magical based.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
would have to I want to find some other way to treat you people, because people like you, I can't do it the methods that I have. So I want to find new methods that I can use.
I mean, the only other one that I'm familiar with was we had a professor, a crazy wizard guy, very smart, but
Okay.
also
Sounds
very
like most wizards.
eccentric.
Yeah, they usually are.
I wouldn't know. At one point in time, actually, I told you about the story about one of my classmates tried to like steal my legs.
What? No.
Yeah. So we had
someone trying to steal your legs.
Well, they basically did. I was in a wheelchair for a handful of days. To explain it very simply, we had an issue, magic stuff. Basically, we had some students get like brainwashed. Won't get too far into it, but basically, they're mind control sort of stuff. And to my understanding, there was some sort of like magic and light thing happening there where they were like wanting to spread this magic light to other people. And I do light stuff, like the magic that I would do to heal people. I make light come from my hands, and apparently they wanted to use that to spread their light to other people. And they were going to try to take my legs and then reattach them and then have me become brainwashed too and then do stuff for them to brainwash other students. Yeah, it was some really crazy stuff, to put it lightly.
So how'd you get your legs back and not become a zombie?
Well, okay, this is a little,
You don't have to tell it if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. Basically, I got tricked into entering. We had a workshop with one of the students that I was aware that some of the students were kind of acting weird, and we were kind of keeping an eye on them. And I was kind of watching one of them, and she was like, "Oh, hey, can you come help me?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll stand at a distance from you." And I even was taking necessary measures to protect myself. I had actually grabbed a screwdriver and was prepared to, stab somebody if they decided to hurt me.
Oh.
But
Shit.
one of the other students, I had for a moment got distracted and turned my back, and she took a metal pipe and smacked me in the back of the head with it. And that kind of knocked me over and stunned me for a bit, and then she just kind of went to town on my legs.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was a day. Yeah, they sort of ran off with a bunch of the pieces, and I kind of had to drag myself out.
Crawl around? Oh my god.
Yeah, I kind of had to drag myself out of there, and thankfully one of the professors, actually the crazy wizard guy, he could turn into a bird. True story. He happened to be flying and saw me on the ground, and yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Anyways,
so how'd you get him back?
They caught the students, because obviously I told them, hey, you know, these people attacked me.
Somebody
help.
just stole my legs.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was kind of a rush. I was a little panicked because, you know, legs, very important.
Yeah, someone just stole your legs.
Yeah,
I would be a little upset if someone stole my legs, that's for sure.
Basically, once we got all the pieces gathered and we made certain that they were okay to, like, reattach and all that, the crazy wizard guy did some crazy wizard magic, and we, like, set all the pieces in place like we normally would, and then he's like, well, let's speed this up, and then he did some stuff. It kind of hurt a little bit. It was like kind of like one of those, like, it felt really weird for a moment, and like I didn't have any feeling in my legs for like a little bit, but then slowly but surely it kind of like came back. So it was.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like,
how did you test to make sure the legs weren't, like, you know, evil or whatever?
Apparently they were like, again, I don't really know magic stuff all that well, but apparently they were like doing some sort of like magic test to see if they were like clean or not.
Interesting. Okay.
It was crazy stuff, but yeah, he used magic and it like rapidly sped up the process.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No.
See, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I wasn't able to like stand or walk for at least another day or so, but
see, that's the kind of thing I want to learn how to do. If I can condense the ability to like increase magical self-healing with like a little device, right? Like, what if I had a little gun that shoots the same kind of whatever that magic is, and it can be like, ooh, and like help, you know, glue your leg back together.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because usually, like, if it's something little, like, I can still, like, you know, I still have some range of movement, like, you know, like with the shoulder thing, like, I was still able to, like, kind of, like, lift my arm and, like, still swing my sword a bit, but, like, my shoulder obviously was, like, screwed up, and I couldn't, like, lift my arm above my head.
Move it the right way.
Yeah, it was definitely messed up, but that was very different. Like, I was all wobbly and couldn't stand on them properly because I couldn't feel anything, and they weren't moving quite right yet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But like the following day, like I was able to kind of like walk around on them for a little bit, and it was definitely a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Having your legs back is nice.
Yeah, it was. When you put it that way, but it was very nice.
I got you back. I missed you two. You guys are great.
No, it was kind of a traumatic experience because for a little bit there, I didn't know if I was gonna get them back or not because we couldn't find the pieces for a little bit.
That's completely fair. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because they hid them. It was.
My God.
It was a strange couple of days, but I learned a lot about different people and who I trusted and who I felt comfortable around on that campus that day.
That's fair. Wait, what did you say you were made out of, Gemwise?
Spinel.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, that's stealing someone's legs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
crazy stuff. It wouldn't be the first time. I've had people threaten to steal parts of me before, so it's... That one was just particularly, you know, fucked up.
My goodness.
That being said, I know I need to get back to studying and all that because I've got more tests and all that to take. I don't know about you. You're already a doctor, so you're
Yeah,
like
I know.
done.
Yeah, I'm already all, PhD'd up and whatnot. Although I'm thinking about going back to school for some engineering stuff. Since you guys apparently don't have one. And I've done some tinkering. But I'm not Drake. Drake's way better at that than I am.
I think that's the ethereal guy, but I don't know what all he does. Him and Ion. There's also apparently someone, what's her name? It's like a bunny girl. I've seen her like once.
Funny girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name is. She's got like
I know there's another
crazy
Tabaxi
goggles.
who's around. I haven't seen them. Well, I haven't seen the bunny girl.
Tabaxi? I thought
If
you
I
were
see
a
them, though,
Tabaxi.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Is there another one?
But I'm not a girl. Yeah.
Oh, Tabaxi
Cookie?
girl. Oh, is she a Tabaxi? She's not a Tabaxi.
That's what she said.
Oh no, she's like a shapeshifter.
No, that's what she said. I don't know, that's what she called herself. Maybe she just did it to make me feel better.
Oh.
I don't know. That's the form she was in, at least.
Oh. Maybe? I don't know. I've seen
I
her
don't know
like
what
look
she
like
is.
other
She looked
people.
like a cat. Maybe she's a shapeshifter, but at the time she was in a Tabaxi-looking form.
I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works.
What's his name? Big, bubbly yellow eyes. Stutters a lot. Reads a lot of books.
Big guy?
Real small. Big ears.
Oh, small. Oh, wait, you mean what's his name? Rusk.
Yeah, Rusk. Yeah, Rusk is apparently like infatuated with her.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know Rusk very well. I've only.
Oh no, he
seen him a
definitely
couple
is. Because I
times.
remember because I started talking to Cookie, and Cookie and I got along really well because we're both.
Yeah, I
at
met
the
him
time
like
we were in that form, and we
once.
both.
And I was like helping him with like medication
Ah.
for his like he's got. Like,
And they
some
do
sort of, like...
they do engineering, cybernetics engineering, and then I do cybernetics on the medical side. And so, we are doing kind of like what we're doing now, except since we're on the same like kind of concept, we're just going back and forth and like talking about work stuff, and relating on that level. And Russ got really upset.
Oh. Why?
Yeah, he came up and got really, really jealous because he thought I was trying to like take her from him or something.
Oh. Ugh.
In fact, we were sitting right here, just like this, talking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're just talking about cybernetics and stuff and geeking out, being geeks. Being like, yeah, this is so cool, and oh my god, yeah, blah, 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 this and that. And then Russ comes up, oh, you guys are really getting along, aren't you? And we're like, yeah, I guess so.
He sounds exactly like that.
Yeah. He's like, I can't believe you guys did it. And we were like, you wanna hang out? I was like, no. And he just like ran away all pissed off. We're like, I think he's
Okay.
upset.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I haven't
he
seen
was
him in a
pretty
little while. I don't know what he's been up to.
I haven't either. I like him though. And then from then on, he was really angry. I walk up like, hey, Rusky, you go, hi. Just stare at me all pissed off. And I'm like, Russ, I'm not trying to take your girlfriend. And he goes, yeah, okay. But you guys talk about your nerdy doctor stuff together. And I'm like, she's not a doctor. We just both do cybernetics. Like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, okay. They were so mad at me. I was like, I'm not trying to steal your girl, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I'm like, first of all, buddy, I'm not that likable. Second of all, I've been here one day.
Oh.
I'm not like day one trying to like, steal people's girls. That's not my thing.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
He's like, you're both cats, and I'm like, so.
Well, I happen to think you are quite likable. I mean, I think we're friends.
Well, thank you. I would like to think so.
We've sat in a
again? Are we
tree.
friends again? Did I make it back into friend zone? Am I back?
I
was
okay.
there,
Real
and
talk.
then I got
That's
Omega-lolled,
where it starts
so-
to get really awkward because there were like so many people who I would like, after the whole waking up thing where they would be like, Arbor, how are you doing? And I'd be like, Hi.
Hi,
You.
you.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. It
Good
was
to
so
see ya.
awkward and it was awful for like the first like 2 months that I was here. Because I would have that same thing happen every time, and every time I would have to explain, like, hey, so apparently something happened. I don't remember any of you. I think you're all crazy to some degree. And
Well, that's true. That's no, you're not wrong.
I mean, some of the people here are a little, you know.
I mean, we're
Kinda
all a
pushing
little
it.
weird, right?
I'm yeah.
You don't hang out and live on a space station with a giant talking AI fighting space crime if you're not a little fucking weird, you know? There's gotta
Space
be.
crime.
I don't call it. I'm trying to. I don't. Sometimes it's not
Yeah.
in space.
No, it was so bad though, because I would have to explain to him, and some of them would get like so upset. Like even my own dad was like, hey, you know, like, oh, you know, to some degree it's like it's a little sad to like see like you you know, lose that part of your memory
You
because
get your memory.
yeah, like no, he was like obviously he was like happy that like I was like back, but he's like, yeah, I was finally starting like
Man,
I was
kind of sad I have my daughter back. I kind of liked you better before. Like,
no,
shit,
like
yo, that's fucked up.
No, he told me this, and like he didn't mean it quite like that. Like he specifically said,
I'm sure.
I was just you know, I was just beginning to get used to you being
Like get used to that.
yeah. You know.
You're like, I finally adapted, and now I have to readapt again.
Yeah, like I think if anything, I think he was really startled when I like ran up to him and gave him a hug because as far as I remembered,
And he's just like,
yeah, no, like
"Oh."
for like okay, up to that point, that was like probably the first time I had seen him in a while. Like when I went off to school, as far as I can remember, I mean, I think I like talked to him because he does like weird magic mind stuff. It's complicated. He just
He
talks
couldn't just,
in
like,
your head.
call you on your phone or something.
We didn't have phones. And writing
Send
letters
a
was a
carrier
little.
pigeon.
He is. Oh, how do I explain? You know the place where like, you know Esso. You know where he's from?
No, I don't know. Some void something, right?
Yeah. The Void.
That's
He's
all I
like
know.
sort of like it's. He says he's the caretaker of that place. So he's like this like
Sure.
really crazy like dude. Like I don't think he's not like a god or anything like that, but like he's a powerful individual who deals with problems that I don't fully understand.
Fair enough. Okay.
When I can't exactly just like send him letters, right? So he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, just like
Wait, why?
you know, think to me," because it wouldn't make it to him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think fairy mail is like, you know, transplanar.
Look, it's magic. I have no idea what your rules or limits or restrictions are.
Well, as far as I was aware, I tried writing a letter once and it didn't. They just kind of brought it back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyways, no, you would talk in your head. No, as far as I was aware, that was the first time I had seen him in a while. So I was like, obviously, very excited to see him, and I love my dad. As weird as that is to say, I love my parents.
Is it?
I don't know.
I thought that was pretty normal.
I don't know. I think it's normal.
It's pretty normal. It's pretty normal. Yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty normal.
cool. I'm glad that loving your family and your parents is normal.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, you're good. You're checking
Okay.
the box on normality on that one. Some people
Anyways,
don't, but most do.
that was the first time I'd seen him in a while. And he seemed startled when I like ran up to him and like, you know, hugged. I was like, "Dad, I missed you."
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently he had just been there like a couple days beforehand. So it was, I don't know.
Oh,
If you
oh,
ever
yeah,
see
that
if you ever
probably
see him,
startled the heck out of
I'll be sure to introduce you. You'll really tall. Usually has like a suit on, sometimes he gets really crazy and he likes to wear a cape. usually got like
Oh.
horns.
Horns.
Yeah, he's got like white hair with like red tips. His name's Azrael. He's
Yeah, no, on that. Yeah, no, never seen him.
yeah. If I see him, I'll point him out. My mom is much more like recognizable. Like it's very easy. Basically, if you see a lady whose hair is basically space, you will know.
Right. Okay. No, that's
Yeah.
normal. Yeah.
Is it?
Gotcha.
Is that normal?
No.
Okay.
No.
That was okay. She's she has feet like the boss lady. The pointy thing. Yeah, she also likes to wear suits.
You
And
mean she doesn't have feet? Is that what you're trying to say?
no, she doesn't have feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
she
no
usually
feet,
wears like
space hair.
suits. She usually has gloves on. She doesn't have a mouth or any like very like distinguishing features like for like her face, except for like an eye.
Oh.
Her hair covers like pretty much the rest of her face. It's some crazy stuff. You can-
So, how did a space enigma and an edgelord guy give birth to a gem?
Oh, they're like I told you, the adopted.
Oh, right. Okay.
They
yeah.
they kind of found me
I was
where
like,
I was born.
Okay. I was like,
I was
how
like
the
they I actually remember it pretty clearly as well, which I am aware is very not normal. I woke up.
I'm not. Were you were aware of being like a child, or?
Yeah, well, I've never grown.
Oh, fair.
I didn't like.
You just always been the
Haha,
same
it's
size?
funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same
No, I gotcha.
size, same like general everything. The arm is the only difference. Otherwise, like I don't know,
Okay,
maybe I
yeah, fair.
style my hair just a little bit different or something.
You can style your hair.
A little bit. It's a little difficult. It gets like stiff and like kind of like pulls weird. Sometimes it
Well, yeah,
takes
it's
a
made
while.
out of Gems.
Yeah, I tried to straighten it at one point in time, and it took like
How? With what?
2 days. Like bands and clips over multiple days.
Oh my god.
It was a
Jeez,
process.
Okay.
That's why I don't really do much with my hair outside of like just polishing it, making sure it's clean, that sort of thing.
I will eventually find a chemical that I can use to make your hair softer so that you can style it. I will do it. Just you wait.
I feel like that might be dangerous.
Sure, but that's why you let it harden again. Just don't do it right before you go fight. Style
Okay.
the hair, then go fight.
No, I mean like I feel like that chemical either may be dangerous for people to be around, or be it like if it's sulfating the stone.
Oh, it'd be
I don't know.
insanely acidic. It'd be so bad to hold. But that's why you just don't hold it.
Okay.
Easy. Yeah, no, super easy. Just wear gloves.
But yeah, no, they found me, and they like woke me up, I guess. I don't know. My dad always told me that like he was just going for a walk with my mom in the place where I was born.
Wanna go for a walk, hun? Yeah, you bet. Oh, a child.
Yeah, that's actually kind of how it happened, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, jeez.
They woke me up. They
They're like,
asked me
"Oh,
who
you
I
know."
was and what I was doing there, and I didn't have any memories before that. So as far as I was concerned, I was
Some men are afraid when they go on a walk with their wife or girlfriend that they'll come home with a puppy. He was now scared that he'd go on a walk with his wife and come home with a child.
The situations were kind of different. I just kind of showed up, and apparently like that was unusual because people don't usually just end up there. They just, I don't know.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, especially when you're like made of rocks. It's kind of
Yeah, it's
unusual.
probably unusual to find an entirely like floating gemstone girl where the sidewalk ends, you know?
Yeah, well, there weren't really any sidewalks actually. It's
No, that was a-
complicated.
never mind.
Home is a complicated topic. We'll maybe discuss
It
it
was a
some other time.
reference.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
I didn't get
No,
that
you're-
reference.
Don't worry about it.
Probably
That's
one of
okay,
those
it's the book.
things that. Oh, really?
Yeah, where the sidewalk ends is a reference to the idea of like the end of, you know, everything. It's just the void, the empty.
Oh. I mean, maybe that's where it was. I don't know. My dad's told me weird
I don't know,
stuff
just
about it.
whatever.
He says I can't get back there
It's supposed to be more
anymore. Or
metaphorical
like right
than
now,
literal.
he doesn't have any means to go there, and he
Huh.
says probably better that way for now. It's weird.
Fair enough.
Again, like I said, it's
Huh.
it's a complicated topic.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I understand. Continue.
Anyways, yeah, no, they woke me up and they were like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Like,
Who are you, child? Oh God.
no, they
The hell
did.
are
They
you
just
doing
kind of
here?
like woke
I
me
don't
up, and I
know.
remember I remember just kind of like hearing their voices and just being like, open eyes, okay. And I saw my dad. He was, or well, I guess at the time he wasn't my dad yet, but the guy that I would call
some
my
guy.
dad. Yeah, I saw this man standing over me and like looking down at me like with a mild sense of concern, and he's just like, "Who are you?" And I said, Who am I? I don't know who I
good
am. Like
question.
I didn't have a name back then, and so they they took me around and they tried to ask me some other questions. I really didn't know anything because again, as far as I was concerned, if I had some sort of life before that point, I am unaware of it completely and utterly.
Oh God, you're on V4. Holy crap.
I hope
The
not.
plot thickens.
I hope not. I've considered that before, and I really hope that is not the case. Anyways,
No idea.
they just asked me some stuff. They asked me to like talk about stuff, and then they said, well, since you don't seem to know anything, and you seem to be new, we're going to take care of you and make certain that you're safe, because where you are right now is not a normal place for someone to show up. So we want to make
fair.
certain that everything's okay here. And then they asked me to, they wanted to figure out a name for me. And I saw a tree and I said, I know what that is. I know what these things are. I'll pick a name based on what I can see, right? Tree. Arbor. Because it's another word for trees. That was just words
I
in
was
my
like,
head. It was
what?
really complicated. To be fair, my understanding of language is still very... sometimes words just kind of like, I know them, and then some words I just don't.
Oh my gosh, you can't.
Yeah. But yeah, it's complicated. That's completely like abbreviating all of it as well. So there's a lot more
Interesting.
there.
So, your original language was Latin based. That's interesting.
Yeah, I also know what I have come to understand is celestial.
Got me on that one. No idea.
Yeah,
speak
it,
sun?
what?
No celestial bodies like stars, moons.
No, apparently it's more like ancient language of like divine things that are
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Those.
Well, damn.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
still
know
cool, though.
why.
That's still
I
cool.
don't know why though. That's the thing. I don't know why those are like the two languages. If there are other languages that I know, I haven't found them yet. All I know is that at one point in time, I actually don't know. She's actually shown up here. One of the few other people from my past that has actually shown up. My aunt. She was a friend. My parents. On Felix. She showed up one day and she said something in Celestial and I understood it and I responded and she was like, wait, what? You understand this? And I said, yes. I don't know why. I don't know how. I just do.
Interesting.
It's weird. Magic stuff, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Huh. No, I can relate. When I had, stuff implanted, I learned like a good few hundred languages.
Oh.
I just woke up with them in my head. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, I can imagine
Needless to
that
say,
being
it's
a
very
little.
off-putting.
Yeah, I can imagine that being a little off-putting or strange.
Yeah, it was very, very odd. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, very odd. I wouldn't know Celestial though. I could probably run algorithms on it to discern eventually, but I'd have to hear them talk for a very long time.
Mm. Well, apparently
take a
it's
while.
like documented, so you could probably like find like books or something somewhere that would like
Oh, I mean, yeah, if I
have
could
it
find a
somewhat
dictionary or a thesaurus
documented.
for it, yeah.
Because to my understanding, like some people actually like use it to some degree. Like the words have like special meaning behind them or something. I don't know. Most of the words that I know are like just like ordinary.
Yeah, normal like talking words.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. Huh. Well, I mean, the more I know, the
I don't
better.
know how
I
it
like
works.
learning things. Knowledge is power. I'm big on knowledge. Obviously, I'm a doctor.
Same.
That wasn't obvious. I like being a nerd and I like learning things. So.
No, I can resonate.
Yeah,
with
hopefully
that.
this time it lasts.
Hopefully.
I mean, if it doesn't, I'll glue you back together. No big deal. Maybe I'll remember this time because I'll actually glue you together the right way.
Oh no, no. Oh, hopefully it doesn't have to come to that. But
Right lobes put together backwards.
oh.
I mean, who knows?
I don't know.
Look, I like being good at my
so
job.
complicated.
I'm thorough.
That was just like the one
That, and I would hate
weird
to see
bit.
you, lose your memory again, just because I know that just sucks.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to lose it. I don't know.
No, I mean no one wants to lose it. It's more one of those things that I'm just like, I wouldn't want to see my friend suffer like that, because I know how scary that is. Less so suffer, maybe just being afraid, because like losing all your memories and then just suddenly waking up with a bunch of strangers who know you is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, like I said, it was a little weird, a little off-putting, kind of jarring.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it being scary. If I just woke up somewhere I've never seen before and everyone acted like they knew me, I'd be kind of freaked out.
Yeah, it was a little hard to keep cool.
No, I completely understand.
I think thus far
Well,
I've
hopefully I can prevent
taken to all of this
Maybe
pretty
it's-
okay. It's been
You're doing pretty good.
a lot of time meditating.
That's fair. I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised that when I approached you at the onsen, you didn't tell me who the hell are you and tell me to leave.
No, of course not.
That was the last. Well, actually, that's not. Yeah, no, that was the last interaction we had. Actually, before that was you said telling me who the fuck are you, and then I left.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine. It happens.
Never meant any of it to be insulting. Just was very confused and very lost.
Well, no, it clicked pretty quick with me. I was like, oh, well, okay. I guess I get to start over. I was like, well, it's.
Hopefully, it doesn't have to come to that again.
You were like, yeah, no, I hope not. I mean, it's okay. Now I kind of know how to deal with it. Hopefully, we'll just end up on this tree branch again, having another stupid conversation about stupid crap.
Hopefully.
And you can pretend to be interested again. It'll be great.
What? I am very interested. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Like I said, really good at pretending to be interested.
What?
It'll be great.
I am.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just.
No, you've taught me quite a bit. You taught me all about printers and how you can make
True.
tissues from people's
Mm-hmm.
DNA come from a machine.
Yeah.
Which still confuses me, but I'll figure it out eventually.
Nah, that's fine. That's more my job to know. You just get to go, woo! Cool.
I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll try doing my stuff and all. Because that's
Yeah, no,
sort
that'd
of
be
what
cool.
I do.
Yeah, it's the same idea.
I mean, we had there were two of us on campus that like could do magic to heal people at the time.
Huh?
We had one girl who practiced necromancy, which I would not suggest for anyone. Yeah, she was
Yeah, no, not my
very
thing. I have brought someone back from a medical death before, but that's a little different.
yeah, a little bit different. Like she was the type that would like
Like defib.
sacrifice her own health to, keep someone alive, sort of necromancy.
Oh, I was gonna say I've sacrificed lots of sleep in my own health to save people, but it's a little different.
Yeah, no, this was more like she would like actively be
It's not like a
dying.
ritualistic kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was some weird stuff.
Never
It was
done that.
Weird green glowy energy stuff happening.
Oh, yeah, doesn't sound safe.
She was really good at it, and it saved a lot of people's lives, so I didn't really have any complaints about
I
it.
guess that's good.
But yeah, no, mine. She had this limitation of she couldn't replace or do anything with stuff that wasn't like there. So like, the worse the damage was, the more difficult it was for her to like, pull from herself to fix the problem and
I see
all
what you mean.
that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Whereas I was like just expending whatever mana I had in my body at the time to regrow things or like replace things that were missing.
Ah, that's kind of what Isabel does.
Maybe it's the same kind of thing.
Probably. I've heard it's slow and incredibly painful.
Sometimes like depending on how like bad
What about
the injury
healing
was.
part? More like the growing back new limbs and stuff. I heard it's awful.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't suggest it. Most of the time, people
Yeah,
seem to
they've done
wince
it a few
and
times.
complain a lot about it.
Oh,
'cause
they hated
hurts.
it. Yeah, they cried.
So
I believe they said the last tough soldier guy that they did that to. He was a real tough man. He cried and screamed until they passed out.
Oh.
And then he woke up and passed out. Woke up, passed out, and this went on for like 6 hours.
Oh.
But hey, he got a new arm back. I think he's got PTSD now.
Oh.
But, he's got both of them.
I mean, I can imagine losing. Actually, I don't have to imagine. Losing your arm kind of.
Yeah, no,
sucks.
but the PTSD wasn't from losing the arm; it was from growing it back.
Oh. Yeah, I can
Apparently, it's just excruciating
see
pain.
that maybe happening. So, anyways, I should probably
The idea is to not have you scream in excruciating pain.
probably go get ready. I gotta
Sounds
do
good.
more studying and testing and all that stuff.
Oh,
It's
fun.
been so annoying.
Well, if you have questions or whatever, let me know and I can help you.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't
Question.
like tutoring. I've already gone through all that stuff. What?
Do you want to take the test for me?
I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
Or the shot?
I think if I walked in, they'd be like, "So,
No, it's all on my
you're
phone.
Arbor,
It's
huh?"
yeah, no, I have to do it all from my phone. It's
I guess the other
a
problem
little
is
annoying,
this is for medical stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone's life's gonna be in your hands, I'd prefer if you actually do know the answers.
It was a joke.
And I think the person you're saving would really appreciate that too.
I'm sure they would.
A little, just a little, just a little bit. They might,
Maybe just a tiny
maybe.
little bit.
just a tiny little bit, appreciate if you knew what you're doing. You're like, don't worry, I'm only going to be shoving a large blade into your abdomen. It'll be fine. I saw it in a picture book once.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would fill them with loads of confidence.
Absolutely.
And they're like, how did you get your doctorate? And you just point at me, and I'm like, sorry, bro. You're on your own.
Oh my goodness. So, anyways,
Then could I claim I have 2 PhDs?
maybe.
I don't want 2 PhDs. You need to get
No?
your PhD on your own. But I will help you study.
Certainly.
I will gladly.
Yeah, no, if I have questions,
I will just not actually take the test.
I don't know
for
if
you.
anybody asks questions about 3D printing, I'll ask you.
Well, I mean, I actually know doctor stuff too.
Again, a joke.
Contrary to popular belief, I do indeed perform surgeries. Okay, I've saved like 12 agents here in like 3 different days total.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah, apparently there's no medical staff here, so here I am. I'm getting a room soon, apparently. I don't know which one it is, but I'll figure it out. It'll have my name on it,
Probably.
I think. Hopefully. I'm just randomly going into an empty room and sleeping. At complete random now. I just pick one.
Oh.
I switch it up. Yeah.
Was that how that works?
I
I think most of them are locked.
Oh, there's a few that weren't. I just kind of walked in.
Oh, I
Maybe
might
someone
want to
left
be
the door
careful
locked.
because that
Oh,
might be,
oops.
yeah, that might be someone's actual room.
Oh, is that empty?
I don't know, maybe they just don't, update them. I don't know how this works. I'm not the boss.
Hybris is too lazy to update a door tag?
Maybe?
I'm gonna have to have words with that AI.
Maybe.
Long, complicated words that are stop being fucking lazy. That'll probably be it.
Probably say something about
They'll
it.
probably be like, well, I'm busy. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But stop being fucking lazy.
Okay.
That's gonna be the whole.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over real well.
It's more fun that way.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's okay. We get along
All right.
most of the time.
No, most of the time?
What?
You said most of the
teasing you.
time.
I never had an issue. Yeah, no, I've actually never had an issue with them. Sometimes they've been mildly perplexed by my humor. That's about as far as it gets.
I guess. I don't know. I've only like spoken to her like twice, so.
Oh. Am I having a? Oh, that was weird. Yeah, no, the main issue is that I have a lot of like sarcasm and stuff in my humor, and they don't pick up on that as well as, you know, other people do. Hybris and
Understandable.
sarcasm they're not the best mix.
I don't know. Maybe in
So, yeah,
future.
so I make like a, you know, like a yeah. Anyway, whatever. We should probably go down that direction so I don't hit my head in this branch.
Well, we could just go straight
You know,
down.
I guess you're made out of stone. You could just jump. I can too. I can just jump.
I was about to say, I thought you were like part cat, right?
I can fall. Well, I'm also enhanced to fall really far.
Oh.
I just didn't think about it. It's been a while since I've had to do anything like that. No, I can like actually fall off a building and be okay, but
Oh. Okay.
well,
I don't think I've ever like fallen off a building. I think I've like kind of sort of jumped off of them, and then like, you know, you do like the running fall. Where you got forward.
the roll thingy.
Yeah, kind of use your forward
Oh, I can
momentum,
actually
that
just
sort of
impact
thing.
the ground and
Oh.
be okay.
Oh God. Wow.
I'm lighter weight than most, and I also have bones that are made out of metal, and
Oh.
I have hydraulics in my body.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
You have metal bones.
I do. A lot of me is metal.
That
Not all of me, but a good chunk.
enough.
Yeah, there's I don't know if you can see the trace lines on my face. Yeah, that's
I mean, I figured that was
Those
because
are-
your eye stuff, not your bones.
no, it's just kind of more of just an idea that there's a lot going on underneath this. My toe beans here, they can electrocute you. They're defib pads.
Yeah, you've told me about that one.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That sounds really convenient, but also
Kind of.
scary.
Yeah, subepidermal like armoring too. It doesn't like save me from everything, but it helps. It's mostly for, you know, getting things falling on you, things running into you, slamming into you, and this jacket's like a fireman jacket. It's meant to withstand incredibly high temperatures and incredibly low temperatures, which is nice.
Oh. That
I
actually
can
sounds
walk
really
into a
convenient. I
blazing
wish we
inferno and-
could have had that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. Obviously, if I like
Number of
stand in
times
a
I had to
burning building
replace
for a
my
long time,
uniform
it's
because we would
bad.
get burnt by something.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have that issue. As long as I'm not exposed to like several thousand degrees for an extended period of time, I'm pretty much okay. So I wouldn't want to go like stand in a bonfire. You know, that wouldn't really be a good move. But if
Yeah,
I, like,
that sounds like
know.
a pretty terrible idea, but pretty
if I'm
much.
like in a build, if like a building's on fire, I can get in it, grab somebody, and get out and be okay. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, have fun studying. If you need me,
Yeah.
I'll find me wandering around probably.
Okay. Well, I'll see you around. Good luck with whatever room you decide to stay in, I guess. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Uh,
I'll see you around.
I'll figure it out. If not, I'll sleep in the lobby or whatever. I've slept on worse.
I don't know. You go talk to the lady at the round spot.
What?
The boss lady.
Oh, hi. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I don't know what
I get you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's complicated. I'm not.
Isn't it Hybris? Their
Yeah.
name is Hybris?
Hybris.
Yeah, Hybris. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I've talked to her like
The
twice.
lady at the round thing.
I don't know what she calls it.
Thanks, Arbor. I don't know what she calls it.
I don't know.
I do know what you're talking
It
about.
says you can go talk to her there, apparently. I don't know, I've had like 3 people tell me that, and I've done it like twice. So.
Fair.
Anyways, I'll see you around.
Well, alright. Have fun. It's good seeing you.